We are early. Hello,
Hey,
everybody. So, okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to pin anything yet. Hello, Diane and Starlight, 180, Julie. Let's see. Hi, Huck. Um, Alex, Bluebird,
hey,
Mercedes
hi.
girl. Hey, Ninny. Hey, Science girl. Okay, I think I got everybody. Hey, Clancy. Well, we saw each other in a mutual chat. That's what we're going to talk about in a minute.
Who?
Well, not yet. Me and Nenny and I saw each other in a mutual chat. We were at Popcorn Planet. Everybody was there. There was like 4,000 people. I've gotten texts from people that literally waited half the show and still didn't get in. So that sucks. But um,
Oh, I figured
hey,
she was paddled to 180 about Starlight again.
no, I don't. I think she just came in to tell me thank you for supporting her if I do, and not just going with because you should have saw the chat. It was so bad. Like the conspiracies were so bad. Even though the girl proved she wasn't even there when the disappearance happened, it was really bad to see. Like I hate that kind of stuff. So okay, since Starlight's here, do you want to start out with her song that we have for her? You want to
Yes.
start with that? Okay, Starlight, Starbright. Hold on. We're going to play you a song. I'm so excited. I'm giddy, okay, to introduce this little fella to everybody.
Wait, so was he, I'm sorry, was he allowing people to attack her in his chat?
No, 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 no. He just
Oh,
allowed
okay.
people to come up. No, no. He was actually, and he didn't allow people to attack Ryan either. He was we're going to watch it. I mean, some of it. I don't know if we're going to watch it all because it's long, but no, he didn't.
She's been through enough, I think.
No, I totally agree. So, all right, this song is called Starlight, okay? And I will share his link when we're done. He's our new friend on this channel. We like him, okay? All right, I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna play a song for y'all.
Starlight, oh summer night, don't leave me here alone to die. Somewhere, somewhere, right. Oh, starlight, oh, in my eyes, too far away to see the light. Death drifting by. Now you come back again, and I ain't over it yet. Please won't you walk with me, talk with me, starlight, yeah. Oh, starlight, oh, winter night, the snow has come and love is gone. Now I'm feeling cold. Yeah, 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 starlight, oh, in my eyes, too far away to see the lights, and I going so. Now you come back again, and I ain't over it yet. Please won't you walk with me, talk me, starlight. Now you come back again, and I ain't over it yet. Please won't you walk with me, talk with me, starlight.
If,
Bravo.
if you could only see my face right now, if you could just see it, that is Minnie Manson. And yes, I think that he's very magical. I mean, I don't think anybody else could pull it
Legend.
off. He's yeah,
Nope.
total legend. Yeah, I couldn't
He
pull it off. So
he put so much work into it. Like his whole setup around him, the way that everything's decorated, his costumes, he's in full costume, like singing his heart out. It's so good.
yes, he is. He definitely does it up. Yeah, Jules. That's why I started out with it. Oh, tree frog. I heard that's a southern way of saying you don't like it. Someone told me that. If you say
What?
that was different, that's different. That means you don't like it. If y'all could
That is
see me.
true. That's true.
Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, so he's apparently in some contest. Oh wait, did I miss the new one? Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna. Oh no. Oh
Because
God.
he had a different costume on in every one I clicked on. I didn't click
Yeah.
on tons,
Hmm.
but every time he had a new costume, new get up, like he puts work into it.
Yeah. I mean, here. Hold on. We'll listen to one more. It's just a short though. Okay, before we get going.
Look at those pants.
I mean, the
They're,
total. I mean,
they're so
uh,
fun. They're
look.
so fun.
Yeah, that fun is the word. Yeah, fun. Why is the mic there?
Look at it. How is he not famous? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I, he needs to be discovered. You know,
Yes, yes,
what's that
yes.
man that always yells at people? Simon Cowell. We need to send his videos to that man so he can get him going because, like, this is undiscovered talent here, and it is a waste.
Yeah, so the reason that he caught on my radar is because he was on a panel demanding to be paid like hundreds of dollars to go on a panel, right? The other day. He
He
was wanting like
deserves it.
you know, the whole chat
Don't
was
you? Don't you give in. You
uh,
make him pay you your money. You are a fucking legend. You deserve
yes.
$1,000 actually,
You
at
go
least.
I know, I agree.
Go ahead.
He deserves it. He deserves it. So yeah, so I've been like, I was like looking at his page and then I was like, oh my God, there's a song for Starlight, like an early birthday gift, right? The gift that keeps giving. So his name is Manny Manson. Yeah, I mean, maybe him and Walks could hook up. Starlight's full of good ideas tonight too. I'm gonna share his
Logs
page.
wishes he could be him. Oh my god! Like Logs is a peon compared to Minnie Manson.
Hey, Miss Leah. Here you guys go. He's fun, if nothing else. Okay, you can't watch that and be upset. You're not going to be mad
No,
because tonight,
so true.
tonight, I hey Blue, see Brandy and Hooker. So hey Kimmy P, because we're going to talk about some not like heavy topics, but not as funny topics. So I wanted to start out on like a lighter note. You can't. Yeah, Miss Juke outside the box. You just can't like watch that, and I can never just stay mad. I've always whether I'm like laughing at what he's doing or if he's just like my total mood that day, like whatever. He just makes me laugh, so I watch him a lot.
He's fantastic. Like I'm
Yeah.
so glad
Hmm.
with the rest of the world and weren't selfish and kept him all to yourself.
I know.
The world needs to know.
I sent him to Stephanie like before we probably even had coffee in the morning, okay? But apparently his channel he's rebuilding. I don't know why he's rebuilding, but he's rebuilding. And he's in some contest. I don't know what contest he's even talking about, but yeah. So, anyways, now that we're
He's
past
gonna,
that,
whatever the contest is, he's going to win. He
he's
said in
he,
one clip I seen that he was at the top, but he really wanted to be number one. So I don't
mhm.
know how those are different, but you know, he
Oh, yeah.
wants, and he will. I believe
I
in
don't
him.
I don't know. So a lot of people are saying they're not getting my notifications again, which is really annoying. I just got that sorted out. People are finally getting them. People are like, I didn't know you were live. I just got your notification. Yeah, YouTube, get it together. All right. So, all right, we're gonna start with the video that I made Laura last night before we get into other stuff.
Oh, I was going to say, in between each topic that's like super heavy or whatever, we should play Mini Manson.
I agree.
Or
I agree. Yeah, we should totally rock out. He does everything from country to rock. I mean, he even has some Kenny what's his name? Kenny
Chesney?
Rogers.
Oh,
No,
Kenny
Kenny
Rogers.
Rogers. He has the gambler on there, okay? He has the
He is
gambler.
a man of many talents. He can do everything.
I right? I
Eat
mean,
your hearts out, ladies.
real yeah, get some candles out, put your feet up, and just put on some little um yeah, I'll give it to you guys again. I'll give it to you guys again. Hold on. Let me get it. All right, hold on. And we're gonna talk about this idiot again. Okay, so a couple nights ago, I was live and I was saying like that Laura had kicked some Patreons out publicly, which that was my perspective because that's what I saw, right? I didn't know that they left on their own. So they came in and said, no, we left on our own. That's literally the extent of what they said. They didn't come in and bash Laura. They didn't stick around. We didn't even really talk about her. Actually, we moved on. Like they didn't stay in chat, dogging her or anything.
That's
And
all
all
it
of a
took.
sudden, that's all it took for this fucking response. Hey, CK, good to see you. Hey, Jerome, how you doing? Did I share his link? Here, let me do it again one more time. All right,
She
everybody grab it.
that anybody that's ever been with her can never type in a chat that she doesn't want to, even after she's not. They're not
Yeah,
with them anymore. Like you don't control other adults clearly.
right. So
Or
I don't know in what world we live in to where typing in a chat to correct something that you want to say nope, I actually left on my own. How is that besties? But just listen to how ridiculous this is. That was literally the exchange. It wasn't a back and forth. They didn't stick around the whole chat. This is her response. This is how extra this mofo is. Okay.
he does this every time, and it pushes those people closer to her haters because it makes
Right.
them see from the other perspective because she's doing the same thing to them that she has done to other people. Like she shoots
Yeah.
the
Right.
foot. So dumb.
Exactly. This is how many rounds of Patreon time she lost. Did the same stuff. It didn't work the first 10 times. So why are you don't learn? Like they didn't do anything wrong. They typed in a public chat. I mean, I didn't know that that meant that we're besties and we're going for coffee, but apparently I am best friends with a few people that quote unquote hated me. Oh my God. They're in a public chat. How dare them? Like this is so extra. Yeah,
Kind
I
of
get pissed off too, Chloe.
it shows you her perspective of friendship, huh?
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Let me up in a second.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and push play. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and push play on this real quick.
Okay, can you hear
It's
me?
only 2 minutes. Yeah, I can hear you. It's only
Perfect.
2 minutes long.
To cut every single word I say and slice it and dice it and twist it or make a video about it. Find someone that's worthwhile. Find, and not that I'm not important, but I shouldn't be this important that I get so much hate. If you left Patreon, that's fine. I wish you the best, but run to the other side. Really, really, people that you hated for 3 years. Now all of a sudden you're telling them your problems. Oh my God. Like, done.
Okay, if she wouldn't have screamed at them publicly, it never would have come up. So I don't want to hear about this telling them your problems. Are you serious? So correcting something and saying, no, actually I left on my own. That's telling me their problems, Laura. You're
Oh, is
so
that what she's
ridiculous.
talking about?
Yes,
I
that's
was
it.
confused.
Yes,
Like
that's
what?
all.
Telling them your problems. no, you lied about what happened. Not lied, but she did it and made this big dramatic thing in public, and that's not the way that it went down. They want to correct it.
Right.
It's
She
not
she 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 made it
telling them their
appear.
problems. What?
Right, I know, right? Because they come in and said this is all, literally all the girls said. They said no, actually we left first, and then they said like one other thing that went with that. That's all. They didn't even stay in the freaking chat. Not that it's an issue if they want to. They're allowed, they can be where they want. But this is what she does to intimidate people, like not to be around after they leave. After they leave her, she thinks they're not allowed to be on the internet at all. It's so annoying.
Yeah, and she wants them to know they're being watched and all that shit. It's so fucking
Uh-huh.
childish, Laura.
It is. It really is.
Just done. And I just don't get it. I truly, truly do not understand these people. I don't understand why they run to people who cream at the sound of my name. And I just don't. So I'm just here to say, if you don't like me, great, don't watch me. If, don't.
That goes for me too, Laura. If you don't like me, don't watch it. You wouldn't even know they're in here. Don't get your little bitch boy to come and bring you screenshots or your little, uh, Patreons that are probably running saying, "Oh my God, she's talking about you." We literally talked about you for less than 3 minutes last time. Less than.
We
We
haven't
moved
been talking
on.
about her. That's the problem.
No.
Did you just hear what she
Mhm.
just said?
Yeah, about creaming. Yeah, she's so
Yes.
gross.
Like, Laura, no. That's not. It's
No,
the complete
that ain't
opposite
it.
of that.
Right.
No.
No, but no.
What's not fun, and I mean this, is getting clips and pieces all day long about what this one's saying about you, what that one said about you. Why is anybody even saying anything what I said? And then they'll turn around and bash me. Why? And then they'll cry victim. Okay, someone I haven't spoken to in like a year is crying victim.
Wait, was she just telling people her problems?
Yeah, she's just telling her whole fucking chat, her problems. And
Hey, Jeff.
they were not playing victim at all. They did not. They could have just went with she booted them publicly, but they corrected and said no, we left. So how is that playing victim, Laura? How? I mean, I'm curious over here. Idiots.
Actually, it seems like she's the one playing victim from my perspective because we would never have even known about this had she not been a complete asshole to people in public, made it a public spectacle, and now she's acting like none of that ever happened and that they just like it's being talked about out of the blue. No, you did all this, Laura.
Exactly.
Stop playing a victim.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I just can't with it. I can't. And then my name will be blasted 25 times over when I haven't said one word.
You wish.
I haven't said
bitch.
one word.
She isn't saying one word,
But it's
guys.
cry victim. Hang on one second. Yo,
She's
I don't know. I didn't get it yet.
pushing them.
All right.
She's so dumb.
As soon as they buy a new one. I'm live though. Can I talk to you later? Love you. Bye. All right. Thank you, Brittany. And I just don't understand. I really don't understand it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. You would think that I was some big shot. Like, don't cry victim just because you chose to leave.
What?
That's your choice. Nobody forced you to leave. That was on you. So why can't you just go on your merry way and say
You
nothing?
think I'm some big
So,
shot? What?
She thinks we think that, but that's because that's her projection. But
You're
again,
a has-been, Laura. You're
right?
a nobody.
Nobody
Your
talks
channel
about
sucks,
you.
It's dying. You're not even interesting. You're boring as fuck. Like, no.
Oh, it's like the only reason. Okay, so she does this every time she loses a batch of Patreons, and like from the very first time when I left. Okay, she thinks she
She's
can't
trying to
go
recreate
anywhere.
that drama again.
Yes, and so like she can't stand it if she thinks they're even going to be in a chat with us. It's like, nope, I gotta go live. I have to react. That's not okay. Do you pay their internet bill, Laura? I'm just curious. Did you start paying their internet bill? Are we unaware of something? I mean, who the fuck are you? I hate when creators do this. Like, you're not anybody's fucking boss. Like, I don't know where this comes from.
You don't see me talking about it. You don't see me saying.
I'm sorry, Stephanie.
On top of that, like, they were used to having a chat to chat in for a long time. If they wanted to chat in a different chat, like, it shouldn't be a big fucking deal, Laura. They're chatting in a chat.
A public
Shut up.
chat at that, like where everybody can see what's being said. Hey Alex, hey Hooker, yeah. LOL cow. Sorry.
saying anything. Why?
Okay, so she just said, I'm not saying anything. This clip is almost 3 minutes, and there was more. I just cut out the important part of it. That is probably triple the time that we even discussed her the other night because we got onto other things. We didn't barely talk about her.
And we know, again, because you put on a public fucking spectacle for everybody and treated people that had support from our perspective, people that had supported you for years and years and years through your worst shit, like everybody's trying to cancel you, and those people were by your side. And here you were in front of everybody. You brought this public, Laura. Like, you could have
Yeah.
just shut the fuck up and did it quietly.
Hey, Sweet Wheat, and hey, Angel. Hey, Deborah. Good to see you. Let's see, Cassandra and Crime and Jamie Lynn. I think I got everybody. Okay, here we go.
Chose to leave. Okay, but goodbye. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Plain and simple. But God forbid I say anything and 15 lives will pop up. But to run to somebody that you hated for 3 years, all of a sudden they're your bestie and you're telling them what went on. Yeah, okay. That's real mature. I'm glad you're gone. I really am. After seeing what I saw, bye-bye. And for anyone else that left that is running their mouth, which most aren't, but okay, have a good day. I wish you all well.
Others left.
Who cares? I don't get in other people's business.
This idiot just told us more information. Like, from our perspective, about 3 people left. 3 people left. She does see, and then when it's when we say something, it's literally like, oh, they're in my business. Stop making your fucking business. Like, oh, you're so frustrating. You're just aggravating. I think you aggravate people on purpose.
It's kind of looking like she had another mass exodus. I don't know, but the way she's talking, it seems that way. I don't know nothing. I'm just going off of her words.
Right? Every single time.
Literally, I've moved on. So you move on. I'm actually doing way better with you guys, with some of you guys gone than when you were here.
That's her face. She needs merch. She says it every time. I'm doing so much better since that group of Patreons left. They were so negative. All they did was shit talk in my Discord. All they did was shit talk in the group messages. They did this and they did that, and I didn't do it. Like, she does that every time.
It's always the Patreons, Laura. They're always the one making your shit fucked up and negative. It's never you, the one that's hosting every single time that this happens over and over and over and over and over again.
Every time.
It's definitely them.
Angel, I can try to get the iPhone one. Hold on, let me push play.
There's a lot, so there's that. But that's all I want to say. That I just had to get that off my chest because it was bugging the shit out of me all day. Okay, now let's move all of these idiots and the ones that just keep talking about me. I have not acknowledged. I have not said anything. Now not all of some of the ex-mods are speaking to people that they hated, and even when these other people left Patreon, they still hated them. They made fun of them, and now they're besties with them, telling them personal business of me, stuff that went on, and I will not. This is the most acknowledgement they're going to get because obviously they're crying out for attention. But yeah, when I heard that, I was like, it just made me want to say something tonight, and I just had to. So,
So now you're starting this war. You're pushing their hand, calling them out. You're literally recreating the same shit that happens over and over, Laura, and it's going to go down the same fucking way if you don't shut up.
Exactly. Like, that's what she does though, because like, so back in the day when I left her Patreon, I went silent. I deactivated every social media I had, and I came back. I was like peeking around. And this is only, I'm going to get into the story a little bit because it goes into what we're going to talk about a little bit tonight. But I came back to the whole, who has a VPN, all that shit, the doxing, all of it. I came back to that and had to speak up. Okay. I had to. She does that. She pushes people. And then she wonders, like, how does she get in the same spot over and over? That was so uncalled for them literally coming in and saying, no, we left on our own. And me saying, oh, okay. I should have clarified that we didn't see it that way. But, there was more that went on. They didn't tell me anything that happened that she hadn't said herself. They didn't come in here saying anything.
No. And I guarantee you, she didn't see it. It doesn't sound like she's seen it herself at all. Somebody went and tattled, blew shit up out of proportion, exaggerated what fucking happened, and now here we go. And this is what's going to happen over and over. She said it's the only time she's going to address it. I don't believe her.
Right. I'm sure that some screenshot taker is in my bushes right now. and nobody feel like you can't chat because you guys are adults. You're not saying anything bad. Like, even if Laura comes up as a topic, my chat half the time doesn't. They talk about their own shit. Like you can chat where you want. Like Stephanie said, you guys were used to being able to come on after whatever you do all day. Come on and have somewhere to chat. There is nothing wrong with going to a public fucking chat room. Like, there's not. And she thinks she can say whatever she wants and nobody else can have a voice. That ain't how it works, Laura. It's just not. It's not how it works.
And clearly, like, they weren't pushovers when they were with her, like Huck would come into a chat by her damn self and say
Right.
what she wanted to fucking say. So she's not gonna sit and just let Laura fucking say whatever all the time and just shut the fuck up like you're pushing people, Laura. There's no
Yeah.
reason for that.
There's no reason. There's no reason that they can't go wherever the fuck they want to go. They're adults. They pay their own bills. You're not their mom. They're not fucking you. Everything that it's not, and you're not anything to them anymore. They can go where they want to go. They're not your property. They're not your kids. They can do what the fuck they want to do. Like, that is so stupid. Hey, Badger.
And she just made all this up out of nothing too. Like,
It's so
oh,
it
you're
was
making
extra.
besties and you're telling all of my information to people that you hated. It's just like was literally like lines in the chat, like two couple sentences in a chat, Laura. It wasn't that serious.
I didn't mean to highlight your comment. Okay, I'm in Pony's open Discord for how long? A year. Where was the complaint then? Capone and them knew. Yeah, Huck has been in. There's like a public Discord. Where there's like a problem or something, we can go in there. I've even went in there and thrown shade at Huck before, just fucking around or whatever. Uh, and she probably threw shade back. I have to check it, but she's been in there forever and ever.
Oh yeah.
Like
Didn't even
a
think
lot
about
of
that.
people are from every side. It's forget. I think it's called like Fight Club or something. I don't remember, but it's just like a public Discord where all sides go. It's only they want something to bitch about. That is really what it is. They want something to bitch about. Yeah. Oh, enjoy, Badger. Okay, so a lot of people were a little confused by my community post, so I want to read it before we start to say like what I was trying to say
Oh,
because
I can't wait for
sometimes,
this part.
yeah, I know I'm excited to watch all this too. Okay, so
This is what I've
so
been
let's
into
see.
today. All of this.
Yeah, yeah, I've been watching it too. When I could, because it's a little girl's birthday this weekend, and she got some calico critters and like a house and a little car, and even my older daughter was playing with us. It was really fun. Okay, so all right, so I said because I hadn't even had coffee yet, so I probably looking back, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. No wonder people are confused. But I said, perplexed, your hypocrisy and fake outrage is showing. So outraged. Let's all make a joke of gangbang, guys. That's what Laura said on this panel, right? And then also
Yeah.
Laura, who has a VPN, just joking, not to mention um, other people who she has wished or threatened essay on. I'll be live tonight. So what I was talking about with that was what I was just talking about. I came back to literal, and Laura can say it was a joke all she wants. There was messages, and I'm not going to mention the other people because they're not even on here starting the same bullshit, right? It's just unnecessary. But somebody suggested putting me on a back page and signing me up for like an essay fantasy or like a grape fantasy on that website, right? And Laura was like, "Yeah, but who's gonna do it? We need a VPN." Um, like totally going with it, and she would have. She literally said she wanted to destroy my life. I am not exaggerating. I've shown
Yes,
text.
she absolutely was totally down for it and wanted random people to show up at your house. That's what I think. And that's my opinion, and I'm allowed to hold that.
Yeah, I like. I don't care what she says. And but anyways, when she got caught, it's a joke, guys. It's just a joke. Lighten up. It's a joke. So what she says on this panel we're gonna watch is a total fucking joke because wait, I thought that was fine to joke about grape and all that. I thought it was fine, Laura. Mm-mm.
Well, the
Okay.
part that you're forgetting, I think maybe too why people were confused is because that panel was kind of on a really obscure channel compare like eh, it's kind of hard to find from our community. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
far out from our community is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying before that. I got myself off track. Something about what she was saying. I don't remember. We'll
I
figure it
don't
out.
remember either, but I had something too. It was right there. Okay, so I think you said start at 140. I think it
You can
was
see whenever she
140.
pops up on the panel. Oh, what I was going to say is the part you forgot to like factor in all that is
Mm-hmm.
that she is the $500 super chat, that made her change her mind about whether something's a joke or not,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
a
Mhm.
joke about it.
Yeah, as long as you have $500, literally $499.99, the most super chat you can give. As long as you have that, you can joke about whatever, according, in Laura logic. Like, as long as you have that, she'll stand by your side. She won't think it's a joke. Like, because before I could have seen Laura saying, let's just be guys being guys. I could hear her saying that,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. She would never, there's no chance she would get offended by what they're saying in the context that they're saying it. But because she wants to defend the person on the other side of their joke, then she's getting all offended about it. And it's like they were clearly joking. Yeah, it's a harsh joke. It's a dark joke, but it was a joke.
Okay, Hooker, we'll be here. All right. So this is I'll share his link too. I hadn't heard of it. Stephanie actually sent this to me because I got sent a clip and she was like, oh, and then she found panels. So a lot of people from our community probably hadn't seen this yet. But can I also say, Laura, I can't believe you still have that hat. I had so many people think that I was showing old clips because of your hat. I'm just saying. That fucking
Really
hat, the
thinking
wish
about that.
hat. The wish hat. People said, I'm not kidding. I think 3 people said, is this an old clip? Like that we're back to the hat. Like people were confused. Hey, like
Even her
Couture.
background, even the background combined with that hat, there's something about that looks like a year and a half ago.
Right. These trolls are killing me in my chat. Can you see the chat tonight?
I
It's
can see
funny.
the chat. I'm on my laptop. That's why I switched. It came on again
Oh,
after
good.
2 days. It updated, I guess.
Okay, we're gonna watch a little bit. I don't think she's up here too long. I don't see her up there for more than, let's see. Oh wait, she is up there a long time, but
It's like
we're not.
20 minutes or so, probably.
Yeah, it looks like she's up there for like an hour, but I don't think we have to
Oh,
watch the
shit.
whole
Was
thing.
it? Wow.
Hold on. Well, she was up there for 40 minutes. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but we'll get into it. All right.
To see that.
I don't want to see it either.
Yeah, Jim
I
comes.
I hope
He's
it
got a
comes
good
Jim
heart.
comes.
Ryan's got a
Jim
heart of
comes.
gold, really.
He sure does.
Yeah,
That's why I knew
fuck yeah, he
something's wrong.
does.
He would never do this to a girl in the military. Not to Ryan that I came to know. Not to Ryan I watched his whole career blossom from Vine, clear back at Vine.
Let me just say too, he is attacking a girl in the military, and that's where a lot of people have a big problem with him right now. The attacking, because his bullshit, like I didn't look, I'm not an anti-Ryan person at all. Well, not, I mean, now I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Because
I was
his
his biggest fan.
yeah,
Like,
Stephanie loved him. Loved him. When we started talking about this a couple weeks ago, you could not have told me she would feel this way. But because she
no.
liked him a lot. And the thing is that he says these things and he might not think about it anymore, but his little fans do. And that's where that's the problem.
I just want to give some context on what this panel is. Okay, the man that this channel is from, that's holding the panel, he was a Ryan fan for a long time, and his son was in prison, and he would call him and let him listen to Ryan's music for like the whole time he could talk to him. And then one time his son commented, he was a drug addict, and he commented on Ryan's video, and Ryan commented back, and it like snapped his son out of his drug addiction for 6 months. And 6 months later, he started using drugs again and died. But for 6 months, he didn't use, and he
Oh
like
man.
kind of helped his son a whole lot for six months. And just out of one comment. So he was like defending Ryan to no end up until this Kylie Rodney case. And now he's trying his best. He feels like Ryan's throwing his career away. I can't help but agree that he's at least damaging his career a lot, because like
Yes.
I had one total perspective of him, that he was very
Mhm.
virtuous, very, helpful. They would never attack a military person for no reason whatsoever. And over these last few weeks, my perspective has totally changed, so there are fans that are, it's damaging his career in ways,
And
for sure.
yes, his reputation is, I mean, he still has a huge fan base, right? But
Yes.
I do see a lot of people that I was a Ryan fan, but I can't stand behind this, those kind of things. And they're going to look at situations that come in the future, because always has situations arise. They will look at
Yeah.
those situations differently. They won't be able to help it, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean, they're like doxing the fuck out of everybody, and well, we'll get all into all that. But anyways, so he's trying to help him. He's a fan trying to help Ryan. That's all. Most of these people on the panel are all fans of him, trying to get him to snap out of it and see that the theories that he's going with and saying as fact are outlandish and insane. I don't know how else to say it. Like, impossible, didn't happen, and it's getting people, it's dangerous, getting dangerous, in my
Yes, it
opinion.
is getting dangerous, because it's just like there's no like I said, it's not even so much him, it's the people that follow him that are scary. Like the stuff I saw them saying today. We'll watch a little bit of popcorn chat too. Um, watch a little bit of that. But this panel, I know a lot of people in this community hadn't seen, so that's why I wanted to watch it.
Yeah. Well, like the parasocial relationship, like the relationship that people have with a YouTuber or whatever, the
Yes.
relationship between Ryan's fans and him, that parasocial relationship is stronger than any one I've ever seen. Hands down, it's not even a competition. I've never seen anything like it. And they take everything he says to heart. Tons, not all of them, clearly, because a lot of these people that come on here are fans, and but
Hmm.
a lot of them do, and to the point that everything he's saying is taken to heart, and it's really outlandish stuff that is going into the territory of danger, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
right. And a lot of people are of the mindset that he's trolling. That's fine if he's trolling, but his people are not. His people are not trolling. They are
No.
the stuff they were saying in that chat, the guy even had to stop and say, like, they were like, just wait and see what happens to you and your family. And those kind of comments were just he had to stop and address it twice. That I when I was in there. Probably happened more. So he can okay, so say he is trolling. It's totally disgusting. And it's actually even worse if he's trolling,
I
but
totally agree with that.
his people are not trolling. They're and the people that keep backing him, where are your balls, Laura? Did you really sell your soul for $500? Like that's all it takes. Hey,
Well,
Kelly.
she when he put up the pictures about Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie,
Hmm.
I think she was like, what the fuck then? But now, she's right back onto it. But when she goes up on this panel, she doesn't know Ryan. She doesn't know the back history of him. She knows nothing about his career, his music. She didn't know him before she even know he
Hmm.
existed before this case. So that's
No,
why she sounded so stupid when she went up on this panel, because she's defending somebody, but she doesn't even know what she's defending, or she doesn't even know the dynamics of anything going on, like, at all.
she's oh, what's new?
Right.
I'm
It's
just kidding.
typical for her.
Right.
Typical
This is
Laura.
not. Yeah, this is not anything new. I'm not going to pen comments. I want to be able to see her face. Um, yeah, rent is coming up. Yeah. I know, Alicia. That's so sad. 499 bucks will buy her soul.
He would have never. He'd never in a
You
million
know what made me a
years been
fan of his?
disrespectful to a
When he
girl in the
held up
military.
that little kid and he was like, "What are y'all fighting around this little kid?" I saw that shit, and that's
I
when I
got it.
became a fan of his.
Well,
And he's like,
shake.
"Y'all, your fucking ass." When he said that, I was like,
You
"That's
see
actually
that
cool."
man on the second row right there
They
with
do
his
it to my
camera
dog.
on, not the one all the way to the right, but the one kind of
Yeah, the
beside
heavier
Willow.
one. Yeah.
Yes, he was Ryan's first ever manager,
Oh my
ever.
god! Wow. So that okay?
And
This guy right here is Ryan's
yes,
first manager. Right here.
yep,
To give
he's
some
never like
context.
spoken out against him or any. And he loves him, but he's trying also to get through to him, because he's never been like this. that's all. I can't even describe it to the degree that how different he is. Like for him to talk and treat Zename the way that he is, I just don't think he would have done that before. But now he's got it in his head that she's guilty of something that she's not guilty of, and that she deserves everything she gets. And it's like not good. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good look for sure. It's I have a theory, but I'm not going to be irresponsible like him and put it out there. I'll just say that I think that he's doing something that alters his mind, and that's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only thing I can come up with, like how he's acting, not sleeping, so angry. That's the only thing I can think of, and how much he's changed. Like that's the only thing I can think of.
Yep. It's like night and day. It's crazy.
I would think
It
the
is.
church on the moon. If I woke up right now and said Upchurch 10, she'd go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like Upchurch, my daughter used to go there and stay weekends at a time. Like man, like we love him over here. My family loves him, bro. Like and we're
Shelly, I
always
feel
going to
sorry
protect
for you.
him. And
I
I feel
just
like
do.
I feel like
That's
being
rough.
real and telling the truth is the only way to protect somebody. You know, I don't want to do it on no public platform. I want to pull up and shake his little cheeks and say, "Bubba, your little red cheek, shake his little cheeks. What's going on, man? I love you. Snap out of it. You're
Hey.
bigger than this. You're bigger than the true crime community. He's way bigger than any true crime community."
Yeah, man. for
Yeah,
real.
hell
He's
yeah.
so
I don't know, man.
talented.
I
He's
think-
really talented. Like the dude can sing. I've been around the music most of my life, and the dude is beyond fucking talented. I mean, it's just he really is, and that's all I
Yeah.
can say. You know.
I've just never. I mean, I just learned about him, so like,
He is super fucking talented, which is even worse.
Why is it doing that?
never listened.
There you go.
Sorry.
Check him
So
out.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just talking while it was buffering. You
Oh,
said what I want.
okay. All right. Oh, wrong one. Shit, hold on.
I'll
Check
go
out
check
his
him
new
out.
song.
No, Ryan
Everybody
makes
keeps
a
saying
lot
how
of
good he is.
mistakes, Emily.
So-
Unfortunately,
His new song,
Ryan is a
Superstar's a
normal
banger,
30-year-old. He's a normal. I'm gonna talk to him.
Can I say one thing?
Emily, Ryan is a normal 30-year-old with the same blood running through his veins that's running through yours. He dropped out of high school. He's not the smartest fucking person in the world. He can sing and he can rap and he can write incredible music, but there's a lot of stuff he doesn't know. Like Google satellite images can be months old. Like Google Street View can be 14 years old. Like there's a feature in Snapchat that lets you pin a video to Google Maps. There's so many things he doesn't know.
Well, I think the point is it's not just
I got something
mine,
to say,
it's
man.
all these true crime tubers. Like, we're not detectives. We can't just like throw these kids under the bus with our theories. That's where I get upset.
Nobody is disputing that the true crime community is an absolute cesspool. If YouTube got an enema, they would stick it clean off in true crime community. That is where they would stick it. I've been over there for years, and tragedy pimping is an
Same.
understatement. Tragedy
And this
pimping is basically the art of soapboxing the graves of
The
dead
whole thing
kids and
has
missing
changed my
children.
idea on everything. Like,
Well,
I was
if
like,
you've been there for
holy
years,
shit.
why are you still around if it's so bad?
Same reason people watch NASCAR. Everybody's got their favorite, but you're still there for the carnage. I'm still there for the train wreck.
I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, wait. You know what? I think I have it on. Yep, I do. Let me turn it on regular speed. I'm going to try to find where she starts talking because she's kind of listening. Let's see if she's talking right here. Because really, that's like, I don't
Wait,
want to
where's
take this away.
Glare? Whenever she went up, it was her and Glare on there. He's not on there.
I don't know.
So
Maybe
If you-
that's when
yeah, scroll through to where you see her and Glare on there.
right there. No. Wait. Oh, wait, there's Glare. I see his big old head. Okay, right there. I might have to undo it again. I don't know what it's a StreamYards thing though. Again, like so annoying. I hate it. As soon as I hit not share, it'll buffer in. So annoying. Here.
Glare
Alright.
was on point, I must say, on this panel.
I hate agreeing with him.
I
But
know.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
On my end, and there's any way I know they're probably recording and listening to y'all. They're at some other channel, but I just want to reach out and say to Patty Lynn, okay, you say what you want to say, okay, but all in honesty, it's okay.
Hey, April.
I mean, I'm grown man. I work and I love everybody. I get along with everybody, and at the time, at the time, I didn't know about American Dream Chaser and all this shit that was going on. I subscribed from him. I was a member for a few days, and then all this shit came out.
He
And
didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
There.
I didn't
You
do
know
it
the
all,
woman
man.
that was dancing on panel
Oh.
that
They're
Ryan
just
put up a
joking
video
around,
about?
prank
That's
calls.
her husband.
Wait,
You don't have to pause
today?
it.
Wait. No, from today? Is that what you're
Yesterday.
talking about?
From yesterday, I think.
Okay.
On Dream Chasers panel, he put up a video about it. That's her husband, and he came up there to explain it. I think it's a little
Okay.
bit, if you can go like 5 minutes further after he gets done talking is when they start, I think.
Okay. 5 minutes for that. So probably around 2 hours.
And by the way, I just want to say what is being done to Zanime, Ikmail, Tony, all of them. Like Tony, listen, he's creepy. I don't like him, but also what's being done to them can happen to anybody else that has a YouTube channel around these parts, because it's just like getting out of hand. They're suspecting everybody who says anything.
Yes, Lanky. It is my birthday soon. I don't but guess what? Saturday's my baby's birthday, and I'm having a very hard time with this one, but we'll talk about that after this is over. I feel like 4
Yes,
is like a magical. I feel like 4 is like a different age when you're a mom. Like 3, they're still kind of a toddler. 4,
Yes.
they're not anymore. I don't know.
Mhm,
It's sad. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna grab my drink. Don't make fun of me. I'm not gonna be able to unmute for a second.
I'm gonna
Love
get off. I'm gonna
Love
get off.
y'all.
I can't see your name, but I 100% agree.
But I just wanted to say that, okay? You
Hey, do
guys
you
have a
want
Love
good
y'all.
night.
Yes.
Love y'all.
100% agree.
Hey, take it easy, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, buddy.
Hey, you guys too. If you got a YouTube channel, you can shout it out, man.
All right, guys. Well, that's all
I
I wanted to say. This is Dusty. I'm gonna get
Hey.
off here. I'm gonna let y'all do your thing, man.
All right, appreciate you coming by,
Dusty,
brother, and let it know,
respect.
man. Ain't nobody believe that shit, man. We
Yeah,
know
much
better.
love and respect, and much love and respect to Ryan and his mother. I have no problem with that, man. Just don't like getting slandered like that with my
I hear
family.
you.
That's pretty cool,
All right.
man. All right, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. Don't like getting slandered like that with my family.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
Man.
Jules, I'm actually like on the cusp. My birthday is like Scorpio day, okay? But it's like I'm like right on the cusp. So I still have characteristics of both.
All right, man. Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. Don't like getting slandered like that with my
Somebody's got
family.
2 tabs open. You got 2 tabs open. You need to close one of them.
That's not my sound, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah,
somebody.
you gotta.
Why is it doing this again? It hasn't done this in forever. Ugh, so frustrating. Hold on. You know what? Let me shut out some tabs because I think that. Okay. There we go. That's not my sound, though. They do tell them to, change it. Let me try again.
Close it.
All right. I can't do that
You
sound.
got to close any
There we
tabs
go.
you have open. Close your browser completely, and then come back. And then that echoing will stop. And don't have any speakers on. You got to have headphones on.
That's
That's
from
how
a
it works.
professional sound guy right there. So
Professional or nothing, bro. I'm just an everyday fucking guy,
All right.
man.
Hey, you got your shit fixed. All right. Cool.
Hey, I got
All
a
right.
question.
Oh, he's
though.
back.
Psychobabble.
Yo.
I got a
Here she
question.
goes.
Since I popped up here. By the way, I'm Laura, aka Perplexed. What do you expect a mother of a 31-year-old independent
Exactly what my mom would have done.
to do?
Guess what my mom would have done? If
What?
my mom saw me on the internet destroying my career, accusing a woman in the military of murdering a child, telling dead parents their child's fakes and they hoaxed it for money, my mom would have gotten her car and drove down here and busted me upside my fucking head and jerked my computer out of the goddamn wall and threw it on the fucking
I'll do
floor.
that to my son right
At
now.
60 years old, she would have done that.
Okay, but that's not. I would do that to my son. That's not.
She's his manager, for God's sakes.
really,
It's her job. It's her job.
She had no idea.
She had no clue. And so a long time ago, 180 and I used to joke around that YouTubers need PR. No matter their size, they need PR.
Yep.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
because of situations of what's going on with Ryan, and then Laura needs good PR to fill her in when she's just going to jump in head first and it's going to sound stupid. Like, that's commonly known. That's not something, you know what I'm saying? That she could have fucking read his fucking Wikipedia and found that out. She didn't do any research as usual. Like, she frustrates
Yeah.
the fuck out of me.
Never, yeah, we'll see in a minute, but totally. She has no idea. And it's like, even if she like wasn't his manager, which, you know, that would be her job if his career was being ruined or whatever. Even if she wasn't his manager, at least she could be honest about her feelings with him if she felt like he was being outlandish, but she doesn't. So, you know.
Right. Exactly. I mean, listen, if I saw my son losing a bunch of credibility that he had a lot of before this, I would pull him to the side at the very least and say, look, you're fucking up. You should be about your kids. Like, you're fucking up. Maybe pull this back a little bit. Like, it's just not a good look for what you're doing. You're doing bigger things than this. You don't need this. Like,
over one case. I'm not saying, you know, Kylie is like, her case is important, but it was a national case, like one case.
Right, exactly. Like, come
a
on,
national, international superstar. Like, he has a whole music career. He's produced, wrote all of it, like, by himself. He's not with record labels. Everything is homegrown. And even his YouTube channel, was doing great. And it sucks.
I know, I hate it.
For one case.
Yeah, because I can't help but think that he's doing something to alter his mind. I cannot help it. Like, that's all I see when I'm looking at him. The bags under his eyes.
One case that you're willing to be like, fuck everything else. I need to save, or not save. I need to put somebody in jail for this murder, and these are all the people that did it.
Right. Newsflash, Ryan, your opinion just because you have money isn't more important than everybody else's, and it's not worth your career, man. You're like, you're way above everybody over here. Like, I'm just keeping it real. He is. And if I was his mom, I would pull him to the side and just say, hey, you might just want to reel it in just a little bit because you're starting to look like somebody needs to that's in his life besides all these yes people. They really fucking do.
I think he would listen to his mom. His mom's his world.
Yes, I do too. I think he would listen to his mom. I do. I think that he would at least take into consideration and maybe just even pull it in a little bit, because like going around blaming YouTubers, I can't stand MGL. I hate that bitch. But like how he went up there and blamed her, all of that, it was just uncalled for.
Yeah, and they're dead set on that. These certain people that are YouTubers that get on their computers and talk, that all live in different parts of the country, were somehow in on this together and had something to do with Kylie. And it's like, there's a huge chance, guys, that was just drinking and driving accident. There is a huge chance that was all it was.
Yeah. So I was reading something interesting that said once all the reports come out, they'll be able to tell where her car was at, if it was accelerated right before she went in, where she was at in the car. They're going to be able to tell all of that. Just give it time. Like, let them do their job, right? And then talk about it. Hey, House of Williams and Ice Queen.
And now all of like the well has been poisoned so much that it's so confusing. Nobody's ever seen a case like the way that this one's went down. And the only thing that's really different is him covering it with his people now. That's it.
Yep.
That's what she's getting paid to do. She's supposed to watch out for his best interest.
She had
She's
no
supposed
idea.
to make the fuck sure that his career is protected at all times.
Exactly.
But also her career.
Make the goddamn video saying Tony's going to gangbang the girl.
Right, exactly. His career too. Is this the gangbang part? Hold on a second.
31-year-old independent.
Exactly what my mom would have done. Guess what my mom would have done? If my mom saw me on the internet destroying my career, accusing a woman in the military of murdering a child, telling dead parents their child's fakes and they hoaxed it for money, my mom would have gotten her car and drove down here and busted me upside my fucking head and jerked my computer out of the goddamn wall and threw it on the fucking
I'll do
floor.
that to my son right
At
now.
60 years old, she would have done that.
Okay, but that's not. I would do that to my son.
That's not she's his manager, for God's sakes.
Really?
It's her job. It's her job. That's what she's getting paid to do. She's supposed to watch out for his best interest. She's supposed to make the fuck sure that his career is protected at all times.
Yes, his music career.
And she makes a goddamn video saying Tony's going to gangbang the girl.
She said
That's
yes. his
not what was
music
said,
career.
though.
What else? What
That's
other
exactly
career?
what said there.
What other career does he have? He
That
doesn't have
is
a
his
full-time-
career. His oh my
He's
God,
a
she's so
musician.
dumb.
That's what he does.
Yes. That's her career. That's her career. That's his. Well, it is her career too, like you said. But that is his career, Laura. He is a musician. All this fucking shit over here doesn't mean shit to him. It's nothing.
All she sees is dollar signs. If Ryan is in the community and she can somehow get attached to him, then she just cares about her career, which is dead.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh, it was
It
not.
exactly said that.
He
Exactly
told-
said that.
hold on, hold
You'll
on.
have to play it. You'll have to play it. The video started with Tony's having a gangbang.
Did you
This
not
should-
see the screenshot?
She's his manager.
But did you not see the screenshot? That was
I don't
legit.
care.
That
I
was
don't care.
legit.
I don't
Okay,
care.
hold
If
on,
you got a
before we-
brain,
Before we move on, that literally had no context to it. Like he could have been quoting somebody. We have no idea what the fuck came before that. And I don't even like that guy, so I'm not defending him. I'm just saying, seeing one message from a roundabout time somebody disappeared does not fucking equal what he's saying it does. Okay, let's just put that out there.
It's
We have no
meaningless.
context.
It's meaningless, really, because what he's saying that it is I don't know how Instagram works exactly, but that you have a spam folder like on Twitter, and
Mhm.
it was in. That's why it said the unavailable user, unknown user, or whatever. Like it was a spam bot message that goes to all kinds of people. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if he responded, but either way, even if he was talking to somebody about that in the DMs, what does that have to do with Kylie? That's absurd.
He's
to think
connecting
that it
these
would.
dots that aren't there. They're just not there. Like, and she's okay. I'm gonna push play. She aggravates the piss out of me.
smart enough to know that there's no fucking way Tony's being invited to any gangbangs. Have you seen the guy?
That's fair. That's a fair
I don't know
assessment.
about all that.
To find one person would be an anomaly. To find a whole herd of them, bullshit. I
And
call
even if
bullshit on that.
Well, I mean, fuck. Ryan even said
I
that.
call bullshit on that.
Ryan was like, "Who the
I'm
fuck
not a
having group sex
detective.
with your ugly ass?"
No shit.
Dude.
Come on, man. Ma'am, do you not understand that was a spam email? Somebody just sending him trash. He runs a podcast. People talk with him all the time. They're all the time sending him crazy ass shit. He's got a public goddamn phone number on Instagram, and some
Dude.
dipshit sending him a stupid fucking text, and you.
I'm not like a public figure, okay? I'm someone with a very small channel and I get spam in my shit. I don't even read it, okay? You have to approve it. I don't even read it.
Could you
So-
imagine the times that if we took the DMs that Laura's accidentally shown over the years and try to tie her to something that happened around that time? I'm pretty sure it could be easily done if you wanted to be outlandish and crazy and accuse people that are innocent of things, Laura.
Yeah, you can make anything fiction too. It doesn't make it mean it does.
No, because
Exactly,
they're
Ash. I'm going to
looking-
get into that. Sorry.
They're looking at it already thinking the person's guilty. So you're looking for their guilt. If you look for their guilt, you're going to find guilt. You can find that with anybody you're looking at if that's what you're looking for.
Right. You know, so if I accidentally showed my Google history shit, oh my God, y'all would think I was a damn psycho, especially with the Spooky-tober shit coming. I have the craziest, weirdest most outlandish Google shit ever. Like, I just do. And if there was like a case that was by me that people were trying to tie me to and I accidentally showed that, I'd be guilty. Like, I would be guilty. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Well, while she's up here, she Googles gangbang. Does that mean something, Laura?
Right. Or
Your
yeah,
Google
what's that
history has gangbang in it now.
Uh-huh.
Huh. I bet we can tie some dots with that.
Fucking idiot. Okay, I'm pushing play.
You guys think he killed a child because he wanted a gangbanger?
The worst thing he did.
Never said he killed a child. That's first of all.
That has absolutely been implied.
You gonna tell me?
Are we kink shaming?
It has absolutely been
Are
implied.
you really gonna say
By Patty. Patty accused him of being involved.
Come on.
Patty accused him, Zanime, and Ickadmel of being involved. So instead of coming on YouTube and trying to do damage control and fix her son's career that he's fucking just destroying, she comes on and doubles down on the fucking insanity shit. Just insane.
Destroying his career. He's not.
What makes you think he's not destroying his career? If you had a
Now, I want to remind people of something. I know this is annoying, but I just want to remind people of something. This is all people that have cared about him, been involved with him, or watched him from the jump. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's jumping in to defend him so she can get another fucking $500 dono. Hey, Taco, good to see you. Hey, Samara. And that's all it is. Like, that's all it is to her. She doesn't, they have his best interest at heart, those people up there. She does not. She does not.
No, because she doesn't know anything about him. She doesn't care. She doesn't give a fuck. I'm going to remind you guys, his first ever manager came up on here and spoke a little bit about it publicly. He's never spoke about anything to do with Ryan publicly before this panel.
Yeah, people are concerned. She's not. She just wants to fill her pockets. She thinks, oh, he's going to notice me because I'm defending him. Maybe he'll come on my panel. Because she only tried to tag him 855 times before he even sent her a dono.
And she sure as the shit doesn't want him to see the error of his ways and step out of true crime. She definitely
needs him here. Yeah, she needs him here.
If you were a smart person, you would know that his name is forever going to be tarnished now. There are a lot of people that are never going to take him credible anymore.
Can I interject here for a second?
Jump in on this.
More dumb people out here that his subscribers are going up.
If I just
that don't mean nothing. People like to watch a train wreck. People will subscribe to watch the downfall. People will subscribe to watch the train wreck hit the wall and blow up.
I guess that's why everybody's on here.
That's why I started watching Upchurch.
You just gotta dive in, Blair.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Ryan Upchurch's music. Not saying I don't like it. I'm just not familiar with it. But I know that there's a lot of people on this panel that have been on this panel in this chat that are fans of Ryan Upchurch's music because it does something to them emotionally, and that's great. I know what that's like. I understand that. But that's the gripe is when you're saying, Laura, when you're saying that he's not damaging his career, these are fans of his that are saying, yeah, it is, because these are his fans. These are the people that support him. These are the people that are saying, you know, like what he's doing is not helping. It's throwing a monkey wrench in how they're viewing how his music is affecting them. It's damaging. It's not good. You know, it's a problem.
I'll never see him the same.
I feel bad for the fans.
Check her face out
of Ryan Upchurch in this sense, because he's not making any sense. He's babbling incoherently. He's got his mom that's not only enabling him but encouraging this crazy behavior, and people are upset about it. You know,
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Blair, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What the fellow creator has been around a while.
What the fuck?
If this was Willow, okay?
Who's Willow?
Willow's the guy in the middle.
Okay.
Who went?
What's up, Willow?
Little guy, you're hilarious.
Would you be making video after video after video about him, or would you just fucking ignore him?
They're trying to help him, Laura. Again, she does not want him helped. She wants him just the way he is in true crime, fucking up his career. She don't give a fuck because she thinks she's going to profit off of it somehow. They're trying to help him.
And And newsflash, Laura, he isn't just down here at the bottom of YouTube with us. He's a huge figure, huge public figure. Why do they have to ignore him? Why does people have to ignore him? You're stupid. That isn't even how YouTube
Oh my
works. Like
God. What a great point.
all of these. Okay, Trisha Paytas had her baby. She didn't even announce it on her own page. Instead, 55 other pages announced it. That keeps her bread and butter going. She knows it, which is why she doesn't strike. PewDiePie, kinds of gaming channels, restream him and all that. He doesn't strike
Ryan's
them.
the same way. That's how Ryan survives without having a record label. There's tons of these reaction channels that when he puts his music out, they all react to his music. So they make money. He makes money. It gets the views rolling between everybody. And it's a good thing. It's like an economy kind of, you know?
Yes, that's how this YouTube game works. Like, when you have like little clip channels and stuff, you have many channels that found me like, oh, I saw you on a clip channel, or oh, I saw you on this panel. And the same thing, I've showed people like that I've shared, right? Because I'm reacting to them or I'm sharing their music or whatever. What kind of people just didn't know, for example, who Minnie Manson was, right? All kinds of people came in and was like, who's that? That's how this YouTube thing works. That's why
It's promotion. Either
yes.
way, whether it's negative or positive, it's promotion. And Laura never understood that. That's why she took the fucking empire she was building and threw it out the fucking window and had to go and suck Molly Golightly's dick all over again to try to get $1, because she never understood that she was being made by the people that were reacting to her all the time and talking about her and keeping her relevant. She never got it. Ever.
No, and she never gets it that when she's like, she got some pity points last night, some donos last night because people were like, oh, the haters are at it again. So she's either incredibly stupid or she's actually smarter than we give her credit for, and she's just dumb. But she's actually that dumb because her answer is always ignore. You're fucking stupid, Laura. It's Ryan Upchurch. It's not fucking Perplexed QT. It's not Amanda Lynn. It's not Stephanie Brown. It's Ryan Upchurch, who is known around the fucking world. People are not going to ignore, especially people who have been with him since his career started. One of them was his manager. Other people, were like, have been with him forever. They didn't just jump on his fucking ass because he gave them a $500 dono and they saw money signs. That's not them. That's you.
She also has always thought too, like, nobody, like, her channel is her channel and what she puts out public are for her people and nobody else is ever supposed to speak on it. And that's just not how YouTube works. She's in her own fucking bubble trying to make that shit happen. It's never going to fucking happen. In every community, everywhere, people talk about what they watch on YouTube. That's what live streaming is. That's what it is. It's crazy that she even expects that or doesn't get it still to this day. It's so strange.
It's so weird. She doesn't get it. She's never. That's why, like, you see her never be able to sustain an audience. That she gets these bigger audiences a couple times. We've watched it. She can't keep it because she still hasn't figured the YouTube game out, and it's been fucking 10 years or whatever now. Like, she'll never get it.
No.
Hey, Michelle Porter.
Hey, Michelle, you know who gets it to a T, I hate to say, is Molly Golightly.
I know.
That
she
part
does.
she gets with, she knows how to harness people that are like giving her attention and promotion and use it to her advantage like nobody's business. Laura, on the other hand, has no clue. She's on here telling these random people that don't even know her, you should be ignoring Ryan Upchurch. Like, huh?
His fan base at that. People that are his fan base. His first, his manager.
Ignore him. Let him throw his career away. Like, don't try to help him. Go to bed at night and just know that you knew he could be hurting himself, but you didn't say shit because I say that you should ignore him. You're so stupid, Laura.
She's
and
so
unprepared for this panel, by the way.
She is. They are not on her. Look at her face. They are not. Let me try to blow it up a little bit. They are not on her shit there. Oh, it's not going to blow up. It's going to do that stupid thing where it goes smaller. But look at her face. It says it all. She knows they're not going to just take her. They're not just going to be the typical, oh, Laura, you're right. Because I see channels that don't even like her kissing her fucking ass. I will never, ever do that. But she's out of her. These people are not going to kiss her ass like she's used to.
And because, one more thing, because everybody has been talking about Ryan. There are tons of people that know who Ryan is, whether it's negative or positive, now that had no clue who he was.
Yep.
A
Well,
few
Laura's
weeks
one
ago.
of them. Laura's one of
Yep.
them. Hey, Batty. Good to see you, honey.
I hope he would, because he been getting some hella numbers in this chat. I'll take it. We'll talk all the shit you want, brother. I'll take it.
I'll answer.
Somebody's got to
that
fix it, man. Somebody's got to just insult the shit out of these idiots. Make them feel as dumb as they sound.
Do you want my answer?
What he's saying. I'm sorry. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's.
Well, Willow, how many subscribers do you have?
Like 12. No, seriously, like I got like 1,000, maybe 2. I don't even know. I go live and rant sometimes, and people show up to watch. But I'm a small channel.
Wait, is that you?
That's me. Kick the other one that's not talking right now. It's my laptop. It quit working.
Okay. You're having my kind of issues.
No offense to you, and I hope your channel grows. I do.
No, I get it. I totally get
it. But to answer Laura's question, is the reason why Upchurch is a problem is because he has such a huge
he has reach, impact.
He has that much reach, and there are people that blindly follow him, and it's madness. So that's why I go after Ryan Upchurch. That's why I go after MGL. That's why I go after BHB. That's why I go after all the other creators, not just Upchurch, but I go after all the other creators that use their platforms irresponsibly and victimize victims that have already been victimized. And they're victimizing them further.
Claire Spajara, I actually got a $499 super chat, and I've been on panels with him many times. So sit the fuck down.
Somebody clip that part.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Please.
Laura, newsflash! You met him this motherfucking month. These people have followed his whole career. You sound so fucking stupid. I'm going to clip that. You sound like a fucking idiot. You've been on panels with them throughout this case. You go back and do some history, like go back and listen to him before this. You're so dumb.
She's only been on panels with him that she chased him down and took the link after he was already up there. Right? Did he ever come on her panel?
No, he's never been on. I've never seen him on her panel. It's always been like between these mutual panels. And she's made it very clear. She tagged the fuck out of him. Laura, if you're such good buddies, why is he not on your panel yet, motherfucker? And even if y'all just became buddies over this case, these people have known him since his career started. You sound like a fucking idiot. You do.
You are so fucking tone deaf and out of your element in this, Laura. Like what you just said is fucking disgusting. It proves everything that we've been saying already and what your intentions are going on this panel. The reason why you don't mesh well and you don't fit in and you're the oddball is because they really like want to help and they feel like there's harm being done and they give a fuck about that. You, on the other hand, want to talk about like, oh, I've been on panels with him and he gave me a $500 super chat because you look at him as a number, a walking fucking number money sign, and you're disgusting.
Like he's fucking killing me in the chat. Oh my god. She said I'm spray painting my Christmas tree black like a forest fire.
Oh my god.
No.
Black Christmas trees are kind of cute though. I do like them.
Laura spray painted one time and it was very it was magical. Okay. Just like everything else she does.
I didn't know.
What does that have to do with that?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yes, she did.
What the fuck are you talking about? What in the fucking shit are you talking about?
He highlighted.
Wait, stop. Hey, how do I get a hold of you to get your
argue with
autograph?
each other.
No, he highlighted the comment that I answered. But go on.
I mean, that don't mean nothing, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Right.
No,
you're irrelevant.
Highlighted a comment.
You're having another conversation here. You asked me a question, and
where did that come from?
We're on chapter 2.
Highlighted a comment that I answered. Do I need to say it?
Well,
oh my god, they said we're on chapter 2. They're like, what the fuck is your super chat? Like that he said he goes around to smaller, basically, he didn't say irrelevant channels, but basically one day he said, like, I just go, if I know they're a fan, like I'll throw them $500. He said it just like that. And I thought it was funny at the time. Like, I said it. That's all he did, Laura. He threw you $500 probably to quit tagging him.
True.
I mean, fuck, she tagged him like relentlessly.
Still can't get him on her panel.
Well, just to be absolutely fair, anybody super chats me $1,000. I promise you, my loyalty can't be bought, but it could be rented at least for
You goddamn
episodes.
right. I'll sit there and listen to their shit and go
Hey, Willow,
pretend to get
hey,
along with it.
somebody
I'll
drop
thank you.
Willow's link in the chat so I can subscribe, please.
For $1,000 super
like to
chat,
see
I'm
it.
accusing Will of murder right now. I'm getting him. Hey, hey, bro. I'll shoot you a message. I'll split it with you. Just go with me. Hey, that's how Molly does it, right? Ain't that how she does it? Here in a minute, I'll just kick off my stool and I'll fake like I'm having a fuck. I'm sorry. I'll stop. All right, carry on. Nobody's
Laura,
got a
you are a factory of stupid. Like
We went
seriously.
from like Tuesday gangbang night to Wednesday gangbang night.
I know, man.
It's hump day.
I got pants on tonight though. Last night I didn't have no pants on. I'm just gonna put that out
Fuck, I didn't.
I don't know why it's doing that. This is the part that I wanted the whole panel for.
there. Whoever didn't tell them where that shit was gonna go, and I wanted to be ready. Tony's getting invited to gangbangs. Ain't no goddamn reason I can't get one.
Tony likes
That's
to
what I'm
watch.
fucking saying.
Like
That's why he's the
Oh, I
all-American
wouldn't say
dream
that,
chaser,
Psycho.
right?
Now Upchurch is going to call you a pedo.
How
Oh
fucked
God.
up is it that I'm more of an advocate for Ryan
It blows
Upchurch's
my
fans
mind
than
that
he
you
is?
got grown adults that every goddamn one of you've watched porn. Every one of you have whacked off or rubbed one out. Every one of you have had a one-night stand.
I
Every
watched
one of
porn
you
right
have
before I come
multiple
in here.
relationships.
Oh, I
and
love
you
that
act
shit.
like somebody got invited to a
love the
gangbang and it's
comments
the end of
that
the
I get.
goddamn
Most have
world.
watched gangbang
Psycho Babble,
videos.
I love the comments that I get when they're like, gangbangs aren't consenting. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Have you
I
ever
know a
clicked
lot of girls
on a
that would
fucking
just love
porn
to have
channel?
one.
Like, dude, just type in gangbang in a porn channel. Like, that woman is consenting, I promise. She's totally
Repeatedly. Repeatedly.
Hey, I want to tell you guys something.
That was a stack of
I wanna
permission
tell you
slips
guys
that
something.
day.
Let me just tell you a
Totally
quick
into
story. You guys will all enjoy this, okay? The band The Gods, you guys have seen the video on my channel, The Gods. They were a very, very hot rock and roll band in the Columbus area. And their road manager talked me on into taking off with them full time for 3 months during the summer. And so I did it, and I had the time of my fucking life, dude. You wouldn't believe the shit. Okay, I mixed
You're breaking up a little
Marshall
bit.
Tucker Band, Heart, Nazareth, Foghat, Bad Company.
Fast forward
I mean,
about
they were
5.
opening for all these bands, right? And I'm talking.
Yeah.
I'm 17 years old.
Hold on. Let's see.
He's telling a story for a few minutes, but then Will and Laura get into it good here in a minute.
Oh my God, this is so annoying. Okay, right about here, probably you said about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Well,
5
if you
minutes
can
should
see
do it.
it. Hold on, guys.
Fuck off,
Sorry.
StreamYard.
I know, I hate it. I'm gonna throw it. No, I really can't do that, but it's annoying. It does it like every couple months. It'll start its shit again. Okay, we're going back to the same spot. I mean, not the same spot. Like 5 minutes ahead.
And a few words. But I got a question. Was Ryan
Clearly.
Upchurch's mom, was she doing like spirit boxes and shit?
Yeah,
Like
they got
with
the
like
tarot
Kylie
cards,
Rodney?
They got the tarot cards and all that crap.
Yeah, she was doing
Oh,
all that
that's so
even know
I
what
bad.
it
don't.
That'll bite the devil in your house. It will.
Did I go too far?
No.
Okay, good.
He's asking if his mom, Ryan's mom, had been doing spirit box and tarot cards about Kylie Rodney. And I just don't like when anybody does that, especially in a fresh case where they have just passed away. I just think it's really, I don't know, tacky and not cool. Like their family
Yeah.
actively grieving and you're talking to them beyond the grave. It's just,
I
don't
know.
like
I don't like that either. There's channels that build their whole channel off the watts doing that. I don't like that. This is not, I mean, I don't have anything against tarot cards and all that. That's not what I mean. I just mean
No,
it's tacky
me
to
neither.
come on here, right? When someone's grieving and do it. She said, Laura's getting offended right now. Blows my mind. People can't joke anymore. That's what this person in that chat said.
She says that's
It'll
so
bring
bad.
bad shit around, man. It'll bring bad mojo.
I just think
Think it
about
was
it
like a Ouija board or something?
No, it's just tarot cards. She's into the whole tarot card shit, and it's just There's
All
nothing
those
good about that
YouTubers
shit.
that used to do it right after celebrities died for views, like that's what it makes me think about. You know,
Yeah.
it's terrible. Like I get the whole tarot card. I love tarot cards. I read boards. I think they're fun.
That's not me.
But doing it for
Holy
views
shit.
is just kind of
I think the aliens got her. Oh man.
Yeah. I can't believe we went from a gangbang is now rape, and it's just absurd. See what I mean? How absurd some people are. They create their own monster.
Yeah.
They create their own
people are
monster.
thinking
She's
of
now saw
no.
that, and she has
Not
convinced
gangbang.
herself that she has to.
Okay.
They're fun. But doing it for views is
What the hell is this? Was the panel glitch like that, or are we possessed tonight?
No, she started roboing whenever she was talking about the tarot cards and
Okay,
stuff.
good. All right, let me just fast. I can't do that noise. I'm sorry, guys.
I think it's right after she stops talking. Then they get into it again. I'm not 100% sure though.
Okay.
It's went from a text that said gangbang, we can gangbang. That's all it said. To now he's a sex trafficker
From a
and
deleted
child
user.
rapist and a pedo.
Well,
I
I don't
wouldn't
know.
tell you God
And
got
gangbang's
arrested
rape.
for sex
And
crime.
gangbang's rape.
I wouldn't be
And gangbang is not rape, ma'am. There are a lot of people, a lot of women love
But-
gangbangs. I have to tell you, maybe you want to try it. I don't know, but I'm telling you, there are a whole lot of women out there that dig the shit out of it.
Have you ever seen the BTK killer? He's
And
not
to call somebody the P word, that's
not
underage. I
correct.
mean,
No
that's
kidding,
two
man.
totally
I mean,
different
Man,
things.
Tony Dodge did
Wait,
like
the
like
BTK
weird
killer
shit. Like he
gang somebody?
was in a pedophile.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
She said, "Have you?" They're talking about gangbang, and she said, "Have you ever heard of the BTK killer? Did he gangbang people by himself, or what? What's the reference there?"
Does she know what that means to gangbang? Like, does she know? Never mind. She's so dumb. I can't. Laura doesn't go there, Batty. And she keeps trying to talk, and they keep like cutting her off, and I'm kind of here for it. Like they don't let her get a word in.
Pedophilia, and then he was like, no, not pedophilia, necrophilia.
Yeah,
I was
he
like-
just
and
said
then
the
after
wrong
he said that, I
word,
was like,
man.
what the
Kidding.
fuck?
Dodge is
The
weird.
He
whole
just
thing
said
is
the
just
wrong
a
word.
joke.
He just
He
said
was
the
just
wrong word.
kidding.
But that was only
He
a
sure
clip
did.
that people saw.
Where
It's
would
But
he
he's
the wrong
find
weird.
dead
word. He
kids?
just
Where would
used
he
the wrong
find dead
word.
people to have sex with?
I
Where would he
mean,
find them at?
Like,
God,
what the
he's
fuck?
just
If he
joking. Why can't?
got in
Why
trouble
do
for
you
a
guys
sex
have such
crime, I
a hard
wouldn't be
time understand
super
satire?
surprised.
Do you know what satire is? When Tony said that, it was satire.
How
He was saying
do you know?
satire.
But I
How
don't believe that
No.
this whole
Because I
gangbang
just
thing
heard him say it, and I know what
means
The
anything.
fact
satire
that
is.
it's produced so much conversation is astounding to me. Like,
Okay.
it was just
So
like
based on what you
It's a
just
look
said,
into the window of society, isn't it?
based
How
on what
one
you
little
just said,
accusation from an entertainer, and you got people going from this girl was tragically found deceased in the back of her car. There is no question we're going to find out that it was somebody right there at that party that knew her, very close to her, and I
I'm
think
not
we
sure
all
you're
know
gonna
who
find out
it
it
was.
was
I
anybody.
think we all already know who it was without saying. And it's went from that to 3 YouTubers were going to kidnap her and have a gangbang, and then they killed her when they gangbanged her because they gangbanged her too hard, and they took
and
her
that's
back and put her in
after
the
the
car.
theory
I mean,
has
it's just
changed like
absurd.
10
And now
times
Tony's
already.
a pedophile,
Yeah,
and he's
exactly.
raping people, and gangbang means rape, and it's just it just runs away with you like you're crazy people.
Well,
It's
Ryan's
nuts.
accused so many people, and it's all turned out wrong. And now
No kidding, man.
this is
And
the
every
new
day
one.
it's a new one. Every day it's a new
The
one.
new one.
Is that
Every
me?
time I see him upload a video, I go, "Well, who did it today?"
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
all right, let me ask you a question.
Be careful, we might be victims
Why is-
next.
I
why
know.
is it okay?
Just by being
Hold
on
on.
here.
Hold on. Why is it okay for All-American Cloud Chaser to say something that's a joke? But Ryan says something and 15 people have to make videos that
Because
it's
Ryan
kidding.
doesn't make it as a joke.
It's the problem.
Because
is
Ryan
he's
does
not
it as
kidding.
off as a
fact.
joke.
He's
It's
not
a fact.
kidding. He's
Right.
stating it as facts, and
Right.
his fans are believing it, as you can see. Like you believe it.
A, I'm not a fan, and B, no, I don't believe it. So
You
don't.
said you was a fan
then
too,
why are
though,
you-
man.
She said, "No, I'm not a fan." They basically just caught her up, and she doesn't even realize it yet. But Her whole thing has been that she's a fan too because she's panel and he sent her super chats. Like that's been her whole argument. And she just said, A, I'm not a fan. B, I don't believe it. She just cut herself up like an idiot.
Why are you there, Laura?
Right, because this is a panel for his fans.
What did she just call American Dream Chaser? She called him a name. I think it was
American Clout Chaser. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
the fucking irony. This whole panel you're on, Laura, has fuck all to do with you. You have nothing to add. You don't know what the fuck's even going on at all. And now you're saying, I'm not a fan and I don't believe it. What are you arguing then?
Why are you up there arguing? Oh, I know, because you won more $500 donuts. That's why.
Gangbang was rape.
More than most.
You said gangbang was rape, and it's not.
Gangbang is rape.
No, it's not, ma'am.
No, it's
when you
not.
attack
No, it's
somebody,
not.
they
Okay, gangbang. No, it's not always. No, Laura. No, it's not. She's gonna give me a stroke tonight. I can feel it. Some people have different kinks than other people, Laura. Oh my God.
Can be. It can be. Just as one-on-one sex can be rape.
Gangbang is a consensual act between two adults. 3 adults, 4 adults,
Can be
5
rape.
adults.
Sure,
rape
it can be.
is
It can
woman
be.
getting
That's why
raped
there's
by
a
a bunch
term
of
for it.
different
There's
guys.
gang rape, and then there's a gang bang. A gang bang means, yes, I'd love to see all 12 of your dicks. Gang rape means, well, since we're already
Rape.
here,
Rape
you're
means
up.
rape.
I'm going to go ahead
Rape
and
was rape.
demonstrate the difference. Gang rape is no. Gang bang is gimme dick. Big difference.
Exactly.
Big difference.
Well, you have a
And sadly
threesome.
enough, I can see Tony saying that.
You've got a
He did that
threesome,
kinda
a
nice,
foursome,
didn't he?
and then you have a gangbang after that.
The way he did
Could
that
you
made
do
me
that
touch
again?
myself where I pee.
Unreal.
I was
Laura,
wondering what the exact
Laura, you
figures
cannot
was of
be this
gangbang.
stupid. Like I
Not
knew you
trying
were
to
stupid, but I didn't know you were this stupid. Like it's
Something,
unbelievable.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny, something tells me you're crack squad. I hope you're creek squad, but something tells me you're crack squad. Just
Not to
saying.
judge, but
the
like
comment.
a gangbang is like a certain porno genre. Gang
Gangbanging
rape
is also
is
causing
a
trouble.
legal
Exactly.
thing that
Gangbanging.
happens to people.
Okay, let me
and
tell you
really
a million
goes to
ways.
For
court.
some people, gangbang is a lifestyle.
Okay, let me
Yes,
explain to you several
100%.
scenarios that text could
Yeah.
mean since you
Not
don't
my
know
jam.
what it means.
Not my
It could
jam,
mean
but
that
like
they were
it's
going
Not
to
mine either.
How do you get into something like that?
you got to
Ask politely.
fuck if I know.
Barking up the wrong tree, homie. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
You just
But
find some
that's one
swingers.
thing, though.
Just find some
Here's
swingers.
another
I
way.
imagine it starts off
Here's how it
casual.
could have meant. It could have meant that they were going to gang up on somebody with questions. We can gangbang her with questions.
The saddest part about that message is that it probably was a spam message, but the fact that he opened it still says
And-
a little something.
And
I get them all the
It
time. I
Say a
don't open
little
them.
something.
he
What
probably
would it say?
the thing is he probably replied to it and that was his reply.
Well,
to
It could have been
whatever
a
message
joke
that
about it,
was.
guess.
It wasn't
Yeah,
a
I mean,
reply.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a
a
joke.
direct message.
It
It
was
It could have been a
He
joke
probably
about a
said-
guest, like a hot
he probably
chick that
got-
he's got.
And
on
that's
his
what's
show.
funny about it
Smart
is he didn't reply to it. It was a message that came through, and then it was
okay.
a deleted
Yeah,
user.
I'm
It
sure
came up as a
anybody would have
user.
opened the
I-
message.
I
to
don't
see.
do Instagram, so I don't fuck if I know.
But you
Yeah,
see
but
how quick it got
it's
carried away.
weird. It's weird because old boy like went to covering it up.
Hold on, Glera. You want to talk about fucking stupid? Why don't you Google what gangbang is? The success.
None of us have to. We know what a gangbang is. A gangbang is where a chick says, "Give me as much dick as you can give me and slam that shit to me, hard as you can slam it to me. Put it in my butt, put it in my butt,
I
put it in my
actually
mouth."
can't hear what group is.
Look at this crazy guy in the left corner. Well, yeah, look at him. What the hell are we looking at? Oh my God. Sorry.
Wait, did he just now pop up on panel whenever he first comes up? The host is like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah, he's like moving his hand in a
Yeah,
jack off position. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Look at the glare's face. He's fucking cracking up. No.
Somebody's got to clip.
This is like this panel is epic. I'm sorry, it is.
Perplexed. I can't hear what you're saying.
Listen,
y'all are fucking wilding out. Y'all
do
are
you
wilding
know
out.
what DP?
Try Googling it, Glera.
Do you know what a DP gangbang is? Do you know what a DP gangbang
Look,
is?
they're all
Dr.
joking.
Pepper gangbang.
Yeah.
Like they're all joking, and she's like, "Wait, Glare, let's fight."
I know. Like she's got a rage boner from hell. Maybe she needs a Snickers or something because they're all clowning and she's up there fucking ready to roar. Like, calm down, bitch. This is why. Like, go on your own channel and we're all fucking cracking up and having fun over there for fuck's sake.
And when we all know that at the end of the day, she's not outraged about what was said at all, and she never
No.
would be because she said that and worse.
Look at how I paused Willow. Look at him. Sorry. Oh, that's funny.
And she puts one pecker in her butt, and then the other guy walks up to the front and puts one in her box, and they both just hammer away.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Google,
gangbang.
Google good sex and,
And
tell
it
me how that
makes them
works out
come.
for you.
Some of them
It's a
squirt when they
porno
come.
thing.
Oh, no.
I thought that it meant where they all drink Dr. Peppers and just fuck.
Oh,
Gangbang
yeah.
means
That as
rape.
well.
That's what it means. Is
That's
rape.
my
No, man,
Gang
no,
rape is a total.
I cannot. People are Googling it. Willow's Googling it. Oh, no. This
I
is
thought they
fucking
just
epic.
drink Dr. Pepper and fuck. Yes, that's it. That's what it means.
Oh my God. Look at them all. They're just like, she is so dumb. She's so dumb.
And she's so
Oh, he does.
serious.
I know. She's got
Woken
the
up, bitch.
She's got the biggest rage boner, and everyone on
Look
panel.
at her face.
Look at this dude's face. He's looking at her like, bitch, what are you? And this dude is like, she is dumb. He's really Googling it. And the glare is just clowning the fuck out of her. Like, these two, I don't know if there's like some sexual tension or what between her and the glare, but yikes.
She's glaring at the glare, like
Looks good,
just
kill.
staring a hole through it.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Is a
Thing.
consensual act.
Gang
Gangbang's
rape is a
consensual act.
totally different
Rape
thing.
is rape. Gangbang is a
Or you
consensual
want
act.
to argue with me? Look it up. You will see.
I don't have to. I know what it is.
Gang
Hey,
bang is
well, hey, if you want to be
mostly a porno thing.
technical, if you want to be
Can you
technical,
Google-
back
hey, Laura,
in
can
the
you Google-
day
can
before
you
all this
Google
new
Karen?
term shit, they said that gang banging, like for the thugs and shit and this and that, that was like a gang, like a group thing where they was like,
Shooting.
fucking like swinging,
Big guns.
yeah.
Fucking dude's hair.
Attacking each other.
I'm not trying to out myself, but I do know that.
Like back in
Jesus.
the day when they called people gangbangers, they wasn't a bunch of people that was just all fucking.
Sex
Hey,
addicts.
so hey, Laura, Google reverse gangbang. And you tell me if that's consensual or not.
I just looked up gangbang. The first
Keep
result
making
is
fun of Google.
xnxx.com.
Keep saying it.
Yeah, it's usually a porno thing. I
No
don't know if
comment.
Click the video, my guy.
So she just scolded the glare for making fun of gangbang. Laura, that's so rich coming from you. Come on now. Just make sure you have a VPN if you look it up, Laura. Fucking idiot.
Well, and there is a huge chance that the message was a joke to begin with. Nobody knows the context of that message. It literally just said, "Let's gangbanger." It could totally have been a joke from the beginning.
Nobody knows the context. Like, that's why he probably should just cut on, say if it was spam or not. I don't know if he has. I don't follow him, but her fake outrage is astounding. Like, it's shocking. I know. I'm gonna mess your name up. I'm gonna say Von Bon. That's what I'm gonna say too. Everybody's conning. She's the only one with the rage boner. The only one. Look at the glare's face. I mean, they're all like, "What?" Even Willis can't defend her right now.
No, she's like, "How could you ever joke about this?" When her defense about anything that's ever had to do with this is she was joking. It's
Exactly.
who could ever take her serious?
Anybody remember when she threatened to
Only she could take
to-
herself that.
she threatened to grape Lorraine, or she said she wanted
Yeah.
to stick a pole inside Batty with razor blades on it and cut her
Yep.
up there. You know, I mean, there's so many instances like so fucking stupid coming from her. Like, she's just dumb.
So,
Okay, ma'am. Tony is
Of
not
course
guilty
you
of
are.
anything at all. Not one thing. That text message you saw had
Like,
no
I'm
meaning
so
beyond
like
him being
now.
probably a smart ass or
Then why
somebody
didn't
being
he
a smart ass to him or spam. That's all. It had no meaning. There was never going to be a gangbang. There was never going to be a gangbang. It was never going to happen.
Like, no,
What's the kind of lives he has?
I've been familiar with Laura for a while now, and everything is clear now. Like, everything makes sense all of a sudden.
God.
That
The
you
fact
like
that
what
sh-
you asked for? What are you talking
that you have to Google gangbang.
You
in
know what
order
the
to-
gangbang
Wait, why does she have to
Like,
go
it
straight
all makes sense.
homophobic? Is she that mad?
She literally did. She said that you like it up the ass. Oh, Laura, you would like it anywhere because you don't get none. Shut up. Nasty.
Mm.
I happen to even defend her because I'm not a Glare fan, but he was on point with this shit. She's just, she frustrates the fuck out of me.
Wait, and why
Okay,
is he
makes sense.
joking about? Wait, I'm sorry. Why is it okay for you, Laura, to joke about Glare taking it up the ass? I don't know if he's what do you call that? Consenting to that or not. Like, I don't think it's very funny that you're talking about fucking Glare up the ass. He probably doesn't think it's very funny either. But yeah, you're doing it and you think it's funny, right?
Right. Nobody's laughing at your jokes besides you, Laura, with your fucking crazy rage ass up there.
fucking dick? Like, for real.
Do you know how many scams are on
Not how
Instagram?
dare she
It was
joke
probably
about that.
a scam. They probably told him that he was going to have a gangbang, and
Is that what she just said? Is that where that was at? Did she say, how dare you joke about that?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
that now
Oh,
because
okay,
that's what
okay.
I was saying earlier, pretty much.
Yes,
like,
it was.
You
Yes.
joking about gangbang. Now she's like, Glare, suck a dick. How dare you joke about that, Laura? It's not very fucking funny.
See? The fucking fake outrage can be turned around right onto you, Laura. Nothing's
And
worse than like fake outrage.
I'm pretty sure Will does not want to suck your dick. I don't know for sure, but I think he'll pat your dick up.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
get him to send money because he's older. They
Send
probably
him a
thought it was an
sexy
easy
picture and he's
scam.
like, can we gang rape her?
You do.
Yeah.
Because he's a creep.
Laura, just
You can't even take 2 seconds
Hey,
to look up the
someone
gangbang.
did Google it.
There's
ma'am.
got to be
Ma'am.
5 guys that are hard up enough
Smarter than the definition of it. You're
for you
got
to meet up with. There's
Somebody
got to be
Googled
5
it.
guys
smarter
that are
than
hard
you
up enough for you.
than a definition. You're
The
right.
definition's
It'll
right
change
there.
your life, I promise.
But
You'll
that's what
enjoy
Larry
it.
does. He makes up his own definition.
But look, somebody did
Perplexed the
Google
fact
it.
that you don't even know
Yeah,
what
Purple,
porn
it
is.
sounds like
Yeah, because
you're
I'm the
talking
only
about
one with this
moral.
opinion on
Legally,
panel, right? It's
gangbanging
all
is
about
not
me.
wrong.
I love it.
Unfucking believable.
Somebody Googled it for her like she wanted. And the
Well,
definition is
that's what I was
person
saying.
of either
That's
sex.
what I was
She got
saying.
a
You
good
could have a
man. That's all I'm saying. She got a good
you got a
man.
threesome, you got a foursome, and then you have a gangbang.
Yeah.
You see why it's so
I mean,
irresponsible?
I would
Do you
say-
see
I
why-
would
do you
say
see why it's
anything-
irresponsible? Hey,
anything
hold on,
that-
everybody. I know it's been fun. We've been laughing, but let's get serious again for a second. Do you
Okay.
see why it's a problem for Ryan Upchurch to say the shit he says? These people, she has created a
Look where it
monster
brought us.
that she believes in now.
No.
She has taken a stupid, silly text, and she has turned it into a monster to believe in. That it's a rape, and they were going to go rape somebody.
Yeah, she's
That's
calling
why it's
gangbang rape.
irresponsible for him to talk to that big of a fan base, because there's about 10% of that fan base that
Yeah.
cannot even decipher satire. It falls dead on them. You
Well,
can't
Ryan-
say a joke. They take a joke serious, and then they make a monster out
Yeah.
of it to believe in, and then they just defend their monster. And she's
now it's not
going to
just
always
Ryan's
be saying,
fan
"Tony, he was
base.
going to rape. He was going to rape that girl."
Amen,
goddamn."
Uncle Babel.
It's hers and other fan bases that are all going in
She doesn't have a fan base,
Go
ma'am.
ahead.
over something really stupid. And I think Tony is a creep. I think he's gross.
So people finally got sick of hearing it, and somebody said a gangbang is sexual activity in which one person is the central focus of the sexual activity of several people, usually more than 3. Subsequently, wait, I can't read the bottom. Sorry, I see stymie. I can't read the bottom of it.
Okay. Okay, if in the message he meant let's grape her, why didn't he just say let's grape her?
Okay,
Laura?
I don't know why. Why
Because
why is she still making
Laura's,
this a thing? Why is she still doing
yeah,
that?
that's what it means. Like she's saying pretty much that that gangbang means grape. So that's pretty much what he was saying. Why would he not just say let's grape her?
Right,
Huh?
exactly. Well, so she already jumped off of this panel.
She rage quit.
Yeah, she definitely rage quit. Here's the link to the panel. Yes, she did. She rage quit. Link to that panel. If you guys want to watch the rest of it, and then hold on. Okay, there was a Popcorn Planet one today. Um, hey Richard. Okay, so Popcorn Planet one went way longer than I thought it would, though. It went on for like, let's see. Oh my God, it was 4 hours. Oh, and now you rage quit, Stephanie. She'll be back. Okay, so that panel over on Pop went on way longer. I think we should just share the link because it went on for 4 hours.
Oh
4.
wow.
I
If
did
I don't
not
fall
know.
off if I don't fall off panel 5 times while we're live, am I even here? I
I
don't
know,
know.
right? I know, right? Craziness. I just can't hold on. I gotta check this message real quick.
I think Laura did a stellar performance over there at Psychobabbles channel. Everybody give her a round of applause for putting her egregious stupidityness on display for all to see. It was wonderful. Wonderful performance, Laura. You outdid yourself.
Yes.
And your hat.
So this is all right. We're going to hold on. Somebody just sent me the definition, like because Laura just wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Hold on a second. I gotta share it with myself so that I can share it with you guys. Hold on.
I just
I don't
can't
know.
imagine that anybody would say let's gangbanger when they mean grape.
Right. I like she's just and why she was so stuck on it. I don't know what she Googled because hold on, let me get to it. Take me a second.
You know, probably like the top definition that came up on the thing, and it had like the word that she wanted in there because that's how these things work. She found what she was looking for, and she's like, "I'm right, motherfuckers."
Yeah, with her fucking crazy mad like, who? Okay, let me
Before
I
you
don't know.
call me out, why don't
You
you
better
just Google the
Google it.
definition? Google, 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 Google. And they're like, we don't need to Google it. We know what it means. And okay, all of those people on panel would use gangbang in that context. So even if the actual definition was that, clearly there are people that use it not use it for a consensual sexual thing. And it still makes no sense why he would not just use the word grape if that's what he meant.
Exactly, and she read like a very small part of the definition, because it is
Imagine
common
that.
and pornos. It is common in pornos, and what she should have said is a lot of times that means essay, right? But she couldn't let it go. She didn't read the whole thing, and so people were sending the definition. That's when she rage quit because she just wouldn't let it go. It's
Well,
just
if it only meant that, there would not be a porn
right.
genre of that. They
Yes,
can't
right.
have a grape porn genre.
No, not no. So there it is. I can't even read that. There it is. But she's just so fucking dumb. Like altogether, I love that they clown the fuck out of her. They didn't let her get away with being Laura. I love that for I love that journey for
Nobody gave
her.
a fuck what she was there to say.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to hear what she had to say, like at all.
Nobody.
And why
Nobody.
was she even there to begin with? It's like you're coming somewhere that completely disagrees with you, and you're bringing no fucking arguments to change their mind, anyways. You're
Right.
wasting your fucking time, clout chaser.
So wait, was it Cassandra's birthday? I think it was okay.
It is.
Cassandra, I hope that she's still in here. This is your birthday song. It is a very long birthday to you.
Happy
Um,
birthday! I
yeah,
try
I
to
wanted
clap
to do
with
that
you,
before
and
she
I'm
left.
never on beat with you.
Oh well,
So,
we go to our arms up here, whatever.
listen, I try.
Hold on, I'm trying to. I want to play some of Popcorn Planet, like maybe before he lets people up when she's getting to tell. But there's just so much. Like you kind of just have to watch the whole thing because
Well,
it's really long.
can we at least let them see like a little bit of who Zanime is, like who is being accused of
Oh
being
yes,
involved in this?
yes.
Because
Hmm.
I think if you just even hear her talking and watch her manner, like that, it's clear as day she's not involved with any of this shit. And the reason why they're so gung ho on her is because when this case first broke, before Kylie was found and all that, she on her YouTube channel went to Truckee and made a video, and a lot of other people did as well. But
Hmm.
Ryan ended up on a panel with Anime, and they got fixated on that. So they think
Yeah.
they think it's weird that she was in Truckee, but
Night,
it's
Eric.
she went
Sorry.
there because of this case. Like it's not
Yeah, it's not
weird.
uncommon. It's not even like, and she said in this interview, it was also one of the only places that she hadn't kayaked in that little area. But the woman came from another country, served in our military. Like, well, I'll just let her explain a little
And
bit of it.
she lives there. Like it's not like she drove from Kentucky to go to Truckee. She
Right.
drove like a little bit of time away. Like she lived close. If
Yeah, it was only
people
3
go
hours
all the
away.
time for cases that they live close to.
Yeah, I wonder if Ryan's mom went on this panel, Lacey. Is it the Popcorn Planet panel?
No,
Is
the
that,
panel we were just
oh.
watching.
Oh, Ryan's mom went up there. I
Yeah.
didn't see that part. I didn't see that part. I need to finish watching it. All right. This is I'm gonna let her explain a little bit about herself and then I'll give you guys a link again.
In this. And actually, it turns out I realized I've met or I've spoken to Zanime before, and I forgot Zanime. And I want to make sure I show all of our. Why can't I see you here? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I had the wrong box on. Here, let me make sure I can see you both. Sorry, bear with me, guys. This is. I have to share my window first, and then all right, now we go. There we go. Now I can see you both. Zanime, I forgot we actually had spoken before. You're actually a subscriber and fan of this channel, correct?
Yeah, for way over a year now.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, even subscribes to Nerd Report, guys.
Damn, that's reaching.
But Zanime, I when I went back and I checked our messages, and I apologize for forgetting the connection. You reached back to me way back about Ukraine when all the stuff hit the fan. You were out there trying to help get your family out or get your family out and some others, and you'd reached out for support. We had connected at that point, and I saw you had done a lot of work to actually get your family out during the war, and you were helping other refugee family members, etc. You were doing a lot of good work. So I just want to set that.
Okay. Just to make sure everybody heard. She was doing a lot of good work. She got a lot of the refugees out, a lot of her family out. And she had to go get more of her family away from where they were at because of all this. And I think she said she took them to Mexico. I think I was listening and cooking, so could be wrong, but she's like it's just so crazy. She didn't even have a channel before.
No, she's also in the military for this country, and the reason why she joined, she said that it's she was so grateful to be in America, and she joined the military. She fights. She's she's combat too.
Yes. Yeah, she had already planned to go. Yes, you're right. She had already planned to go before the case.
Okay.
And then she went like she wasn't even there when it happened, though. That's the thing that everybody seems to be missing too. Said somewhere in this that she did go. She'd already planned to go for like relax and rest and all that, just to go get away. And then she
Yeah, people go there
was there
every
when
day. It's a
yes,
part. Like it's
beautiful.
normal. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
that makes
so
her even more like not suspicious at all. Not that it would be anyways, because people go, like I said, all the time for cases.
Yes, and she said she went when like the search party was going on and all that. Or I do believe. Now again, I was cooking and playing with the calico critters and trying to listen. So that's why I'm listening now. And if I mess something up, just clarify. No big deal. We can fix it. But she said like she went and there was like 300 other people looking for when it was
Of
happening.
course.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, another thing that they kind of like jumped on her about that like made her suspicious or whatever is because Ryan put out a video because there was a dog found buried at Prosser Lake, I think, right? And then in Xana Mae's video, she had her little doggy with her whenever she went kayaking on the lake. And Ryan insinuated, he didn't say, but he definitely insinuated that it was weird that there was a dog buried there and she had her dog there in Truckee at the lake. So then when she was on panel with him, she said to him, she kind of misspoke, but she said to him that you said that I killed my dog, and he freaked out and was like, "No, I didn't never say that. Why are you lying on me?" But really what she was trying to say was his people, his audience kept saying that she killed her dog, so she assumed, I think, that he had said that exactly. He didn't say it exactly. He highly insinuated it though. And that was another
Hmm.
thing, like in that anybody would have said, like anybody could have said it like that. There's nothing suspicious about that
Yeah,
at all.
and they had a good point with the language barrier with her. That's one thing that really caught my attention. I even wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. She speaks 4 languages.
Yes.
4, you guys, 4 languages. This is not her primary country, primary language, all of that. And so some of the stuff that she says, she doesn't say it exactly like Stephanie or I or Jules would, whatever. Like she's not from here, but she's not running from it. Like she's going on one of the biggest panels you can go on here.
Yeah, that what I just said wasn't a lie. Like everything happened. The only she didn't say exactly perfectly that Ryan didn't exactly say that she killed her dog, but it was highly insinuated. So with her saying that, she wasn't telling a lie. Like she wasn't, especially with the language barrier thing. Like she really didn't say anything that was weird or out of the ordinary. Like she was being attacked for
Right.
killing her dog, and
Yeah, people
she
aren't even taking into account that she does have that language barrier, in my opinion.
That up before any of this nonsense or drama happened. You were doing a lot. Can you tell us a little bit about the background? Because a lot of people just want to focus on what Ryan's saying and not actually at who you are. So can you give us a little bit about the background of you, your experience, etc.?
Yeah, so I guess I should start with the Ukrainian thing. I am from Odessa, Ukraine, and I've been in America for since 2000. So it was like for way over 20 years. I served in the military for 19 years now. I have one more year left to retire from National Guard. I was active duty for 10 of those years. I left to get my master's degree, and that's why I couldn't really wanted to stay in, but I couldn't do active and do master's degree program. And then National Guard, then I got a job. I actually do work for NASA. I'm emergency manager for NASA, and all the information is already out there.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have Ukraine.
Yeah, she works for NASA.
I didn't
Like,
know
and
that.
she,
That's so cool.
I know, yeah, it's not that people that don't work for NASA are bums. That's not what I mean. But it's not like she's like a Laura, or even a me.
No.
She's just being
Yes.
productive, like fuck.
That's a
I don't
prestigious
know.
thing to do and to work for NASA and
Yeah.
to be in the military and all of this stuff. It's crazy. And what I didn't like the most about, not the most, but the way Ryan talks about her and those, like his people, they call her fat ass, fucking
Ugh.
ugly, like terrible shit. And it's just like, what the fuck? She does not deserve that. She didn't do anything to them.
No, it's not fair. And like I don't know. I know not everybody that's in the military is just like you have to respect them, but there did used to be some level of respect for that, like it has like a respectable life and people are just like trying to yank it away from her. I don't like that.
Well,
Um,
Ryan would, I think, before definitely respected somebody in the military just blindly because they were in the military.
right. Yeah, I thought so too. Mm-mm-mm.
Ukrainian family. So my Ukrainian family, they were in distraught, and a lot of stuff happened. So I had to go and get them from Ukraine, but not. I didn't go actually into Ukraine. I went to Romania at first, and then we're trying to see how we can get them into America, which is extremely hard. So from Romania, we went to Germany, stayed with my friend in Germany. I left them in Germany, flew back to California. Then I drove from California to Mexican border in Tijuana, and I flew them to Mexico. So and then they went legal route. They are here on a humanitarian parole visa. They have a good stamp, and
Good.
so hopefully they're gonna try to build their life here. So that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, and so I heard you did the Coast Guards. You served.
No, it's Army. It's a U.S. Army.
Oh, you said Army. So you're again. So you've served. You're in the U.S. You served in the U.S. Army. So you're like, when did you serve?
I'm still in the National Guard, but I was on active duty for 10 years.
So you're a
And
veteran that we're also attacking. Just so I'm clear.
I'm a combat veteran of two
Cool.
wars, Iraq and Afghanistan.
Cool.
Wow.
So yeah, let's just keep that in mind as everyone keeps telling me she's sus Sandy Beast because we're gonna get to it all.
Oh my God.
Yes. I'm glad that they clarified that today
Oh my
because
God.
like yeah, it's so fucked. It just is. It's wrong on so many
Just
levels.
fought for out. She's not from this country. This is her country now. She's not from this country, and she's fought in 2 wars for all of us. And she's
And
being
yeah,
treated this way for no reason, and her family is being gone after too.
yeah, it's fucked
It's
up.
not right, you guys. Like, I wish that they would just wake up and see that it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not right. It's just fucked up.
I just want to have a actual conversation with Anime instead of things. The other thing, Lewis, you asked her a very fair question. I think, can you ask it again? Because I think it's really important for people to understand who are calling her sus, that there may be a reason some people are saying that. Go ahead, Lewis.
Well, with all due respect to Zanime and everyone who does have an accent, including myself, I do believe you being from the Ukraine and you may have there's a language barrier, and I do believe from my observation, because I have been watching you a little bit, is sometimes your thoughts come across and they're translated in the wrong way. It's not really what you're trying to say. And with all due respect, I want to ask you the question: how many languages do you speak? And do you feel like sometimes maybe that's the case, that you are not able to find the correct word in English that you're thinking maybe in Ukraine thought or something that you're trying to put across?
I speak 4 languages. I speak
4?
Russian, Ukrainian, 4 languages: Russian, Ukrainian, German, and English.
Okay.
English is my 3rd language that I speak, and German language I learned while I was in Germany.
Wow. I could barely speak English.
I can't always, me too, speak one. But because I think there were some things you've said, and we're going to get to them, guys. In fact, I want chat. My God, chat. I'm being respectful. We have a guest here. Can we just all take a breath and hear someone out? The whole point of my channel is to hear all sides. Okay. Ryan's put his side out all over the place. You can go hear his side. He's not hiding that side, right? Zanime hasn't really tried to explain a lot. And I don't blame you, given how aggressive these people are. Zanime has not told me to ask. It's not like she's told me I can ask whatever. We've both agreed we're just not going to let Ryan call in today because I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to do that. But I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I want to go through the story, and I want to hear what you guys have questions, because I want to give her an opportunity. Because to me, I tend to push people to be like, all right, well, let's ask the tough questions. Are you afraid of any of the tough questions? And she told me she's not. So let's hear it all out, guys. Let's put the story out, and let's give her a chance to share her side. She reached out to me, and I through our background and her support, I'm going to give it to her. So please, everybody, can we be respectful? Because that I don't like that we're not being respectful. Let's hear her out, okay? So Zanime, I want to get to this. So all this drama
I
sort
gotta
of
say
started.
something. I apologize, man. Listen, the reason people migrate to the United States is because you're fucking. Sorry, Andy. One of the reasons is you're innocent until proven guilty. Okay, that's why my family came in several years ago, several generations ago. That's why there's people dying in every border trying to risk their life to come here. Okay, so respect that of the greatness that is the United States. That someone would go from a foreign country and join the army right away. Thing I don't have the balls to do. Okay, so look, I don't know Zanime. First time I meet her. Okay. Maybe guilty, maybe not. But I want to hear what she has to say. Why are you scared of the other side?
Thank you, Louis.
Ryan's and Zanime.
Thank you.
Let's hear that. This is what
It's
America is.
unreal.
If you don't like it, all right? Go to
it's
Russia.
unreal.
Go to those fucking countries, man.
What country are we in,
Jesus
Ryan?
Christ.
Exactly. Ryan, and I'm speaking to Ryan. Are we not in America? Is there not due process? We're innocent until proven guilty? Because from everything I've seen, you have all labeled this person guilty. We're already talking to this person, and they're like, we can't even hear her out. Well, guys, you look crazy. You all look crazy. Take a breath, like
You
I
look
asked.
communist.
Let's hear
That's
it.
what you
Now,
look
like
like.
Louis said, Zanime, I don't know you. I'm not saying you. I don't know, but I want to ask the questions. Let's get to it. So, all right. So this all started. Can you? And I'm ignorant. Louis is more in this case, and thank you for being here, Louis. But we've covered enough, and I know you.
Do you know you're muted? Am I here? Are you here? Hello? Am I not here? What the heck? There you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
God, what the fuck? I don't know why I just did that. I could just share popcorn playing it's live. Like that was the stuff that I wanted people to hear, like about her life, anyways. Like as far as the message I wanted to get across, right? It's not just some. I would have liked to play more of it, but it's just not going to cooperate today. It's not. I don't think it's going to
I'm
cooperate.
so
But
glad he did that. And he had a great point at the end. Like, even if she is guilty, wouldn't you want to hear her talk? To
how are you
hear
going to shut her
more?
down? Like, yes, the thing that cops do, right? Always in movies and
Yes.
stuff is they let people talk and like basically dig their own grave, right? Like they let them. That's always the thing. And again, we are in America. People are not guilty just because you said that they are on social media. You don't have any background in this stuff. Like, I don't understand. And that's the problem with like online mobs, right? Some of his theories, like even they were saying, I can see why that looked sus. And she would explain them or whatever. And even if she gets like a detail or two wrong, she's got the whole world basically like on her shoulders staring at her right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
I
know.
haven't
It's
seen
really
her do
bad.
one thing that's sus, personally. Like, Tony?
Yeah.
Maybe there's some things like, you're weird, dude. Zanime? Not at all.
Yeah, it's
Nothing.
not fair. It's not fair. It's not right. And it's
He happened to end up on a panel with Ryan, and that's what all happened.
right. And she didn't just take his theory and run with it, basically, is how I'm taking it. Hey, Shauna, it's okay. I don't know why my notifications are late or didn't go out at all today. I'm not sure. YouTube's really fucking with me today. I don't know why. They're just like, let's fuck with Amanda today. So here we are.
She was trying to protect the first guy that called in from this kind of stuff, and was saying like, can we just leave it alone for a minute? Like, this is a lot. He has a family. He's a real person. And then she became
Like their
suspect.
target. Yeah. Basically their target, which is just bullshit. Like I don't know what world we're in where just because fucking somebody named Ryan Upchurch says that people are guilty, they are. Like that's just bullshit. And sorry, the law enforcement's not even in. She goes on to say how law enforcement hasn't even contacted her. They're not considering her a quote unquote person of anything, like at
Why
all.
would they? She is a random YouTuber that has went to that lake once,
Exactly.
lived
She didn't
right
even.
there. Like there's no sensible reason on earth that they could even show the cops that they would even get their attention to talk to her. That's how
Right,
not guilty
and
she is.
she didn't even want a YouTube channel, okay? She didn't even want one. Now she has one, but she said like I wasn't even trying to like build my channel, you know? I wasn't that
I
wasn't
think
my goal.
capitalize off of this. Anime, if you ever hear this, I think you should capitalize off of this, build your shit up. It's the least you could get out of all of this bullshit that you've been going through. Because you are gonna have
Same.
attention. You're gonna have people that are gonna want to subscribe, whether good or bad. So fuck it. Do
Yep,
it.
fuck it. Do it. Yeah, do it. Fuck it. I mean, who cares at this point? And if they call you a clout chaser, they're the ones that gave you clout for no fucking other reason than they didn't. You wouldn't just listen, go with them, like basically. So they're the ones that gave you the fucking clout.
Oh,
So fuck them.
she's like the only person, not the only person, but one of the only people in the true crime community that doesn't seem like they're in it for clout views and they're trying to like make a name off of and exploit, dead, missing people. And she's the one that ends up guilty of something and getting all this attention. It just makes no, she's the least likely person, you guys. It's crazy. That is crazy.
Stupid.
I could see Tony. I'm sorry. Like I don't think he's guilty of anything at all. But I can see how people like find him sus and a little weird or whatever. With her, I don't see it at all. And I've looked. I've tried.
Yeah, I don't think, and I just don't think it's fair that I don't know, like that she doesn't even get her due process. Like the law doesn't even think that she's a suspect. So why in the fuck are all these random nobodies in the big old world, right? Ryan Upchurch might be a big name to us, but who the fuck is he really? Like, who is he, right? Just because they think that she might be guilty. Now, law enforcement hasn't ever named her. They don't even want to talk to her. This one doesn't want to talk to her. Like, but church says she's guilty. So she must be, right? She must be guilty. Um,
Right.
yeah,
And
her niece,
it's
yeah.
scary because like if they really feel like she's guilty of what they're accusing of her, uh, like what I just can't imagine that there is any boundaries that they wouldn't cross to try to get justice.
Yeah, and it's like uh I watched something recently and it was like all this people like in this quote unquote true crime area want to make something out of nothing. They're making these big deals when there isn't any deal to make at all, right? And it's getting people after people and it's not okay. Like that's some Molly Golightly type shit on a bigger scale. It just is. Like I just don't I just don't like
Yeah,
it. Um
right.
yeah,
Like what?
Shauna, he's been torturing her basically. Sorry.
Yes. What is the likelihood that Ryan starts covering this case when he's usually not used to covering true crime? Really, he covers this case for the first time and ends up on a panel randomly with the person that's involved in the case. What the fuck? Like,
Right. I
what
mean,
kind of
I'm gonna
delusional
grab a drink and
world?
then I'm gonna grab a drink real quick and I gotta get my vape batteries because I'm gonna fill Shauna in just a little bit. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll look at the chat while you're gone. I'll recap in a second. Shauna, he made her the brunt of one big conspiracy. Yeah, and because they think that she's guilty, like they're treating her really terribly, like calling her all kinds of names and all of this stuff because in their minds they think she's guilty of something terrible, and she isn't guilty of not like she didn't do anything to them. The only thing she did was question him on a panel like why like can we stop, you need to stop, she said you need to stop going after Ronnie, he's a real person, he has a family, blah blah blah. Pretty much she tried to stop or step in when they were doing this to the person before her, and then it turned to her and others after that. And she was
Yeah,
just nice.
it's hold on, sorry.
You're fine. Basically accusing of her of having something to do with the Kylie. Yes, disappearance. And which really, I mean, we don't even know if there was
Okay.
any play involved in this case. We just don't know.
Yeah, nobody even knows. There's not what okay, so let me get this article that Savage played, and I hope that it doesn't it just did again. Hold on. We'll have to pause it to read it. I'm getting my glasses on so that I can actually see. Okay,
Get
because
your
it's
read.
important. I got to get my readers on. Hold on, let me get them.
Sounds like Alex Jones and didn't go well for him. It is like Alex Jones, except for Alex Jones is way more close to being right about some stuff
Yeah,
sometimes. He's
Savage.
outlandish some things. But at least like when he was talking about a pedophile island, there was actually a pedophile island. They're talking about a pedophile island that doesn't exist. So it's even worse because like they're accusing people of really terrible things for no reason.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for no reason. Okay, hold on a second. We're gonna have to because she doesn't read it. She just says like pause to read, but it's a very good it's the only statement that's been put out like this from what I can find. So I almost shared it, but then I realized Savage did. So a lot of people probably already saw it, but um let's see. Okay. Investigations continue into what happened to a Chucky um, Kylie after she was found dead in her car in 14 feet of water at Prosser Reservoir. Oh my God, I'm going to fuck all this up. On August 21st. But conclusions, hold on. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Oh no. Okay. But conclusions are at least weeks away. Um, hold on. It's doing that thing on my end. Hold on a second. So sorry. Hold on. Since my computer's messing up, I'm going to read this important part, okay? And I'll share this too. Because I'm having to read it off my phone because it's all blurry on my end. I don't know why. All right. We are awaiting the final autopsy reports that will also include a toxicology report. Once information is certified, it will be shared. Um, hold on, that's not the part that I wanted. Let me find it. There's a part in here that says, okay, the California Highway Patrol is working the case as motor vehicle accident using science to figure out what happened to the car. According to California Highway Patrol Assistant Chief Josh Ellers. I think this next part is it. Hold on. No, this must wait, maybe there is more to it. Hold on. All right, right here. The investigation will likely be able to tell things such as what was happening to the car before it went into the water, and could include things such as if it was in a gear, if brakes were used, if it was hit, pushed, or driven into the water, or if it had any mechanical issues, Eller says. So they're going to be able to tell everything by the car. People just have to wait. That's literally all.
Well, they were implying, Ryan was implying that it was suspicious that it is even going to take that long, but just for toxicology report alone takes a month to 6 weeks, or at least two in the fastest cases, and then you have an autopsy on top of that, and then the car report. Like it's completely normal the amount of time that it's going to take.
Let me try to read. Let me try to share this again. It's just so I don't know why it's doing this, but it's like buffering and blurry. Okay, that's much better. All right, so I'm gonna read it one more time for the people that think that he's on to something. Just be patient, okay? Because if he is onto something, it will absolutely tell us that. The investigation likely will be able to tell things such as what was happening to the car before it went into the water, and could include things such as if it was in a gear, if brakes were used, if it was hit, pushed, or driven into the water, or if it had any mechanical issues, Eller said. That's what they're trying to gather. Like, what people are just, you just got to be patient. Hold on, I think there's more.
Which right there tells you that, they're not completely decided on what happened, and they're open to, like, there's still an investigation going. Like, if they just said pushed into the water, they're
Yeah, they're not ruling anything out. They have to do their job. So the sheriff's office also conducted the autopsy, which will not be released publicly until the findings from both investigations are complete and shared together. So everybody will get to see all of these reports, which I'm sure will be torn to shreds, right? Nothing will be good enough, but they're doing their due diligence. They are. All right. But law enforcement has not commented on the Adventures with Purpose documentary style on their search for Kylie. So they're not even, they're being very tight-lipped, which is good. Let them do their job. Like, let them, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
Let
that's
them do
another.
it.
It even if, say, in the wildest world on earth, that
Mm-hmm.
these YouTubers had something to do with this, then you all pushing them, going after them the way that you are, is not helping bring justice. You would be hurting it if that were
Yes.
true. It's fucking not true at all. But if it were, you would be hurting it, the justice, not helping.
Right, right, exactly. Because okay, hold on. I want to make sure I wasn't sharing my screen. Okay, because hold on, let me get something. Because there's actually like something that somebody wants Stephanie. Well, not just somebody. There's a few people that want Stephanie and I to talk about something that's actively going on right now. Um, but I have to be super careful because it's an ongoing like court case. I don't you could say one thing that could fuck a case up. Like, you have to be so careful. All this shit that they're doing could, if there is some deserves a case, people get in trouble. Do you know how much harm this is going to do? Like,
They're helping the killer. If this was a murder, if this was foul play, the way that the waters have been muddied by the way that this case has been covered on YouTube has absolutely helped whoever did it, without a
right.
doubt. There's no
Right.
question.
Yeah, there's no question. It's gonna back. That's why, like, okay, so and I were related to the Harmony Montgomery case. I still follow it. I just wouldn't. There was I had text messages and all kinds of shit, and I decided to back out because I didn't want anything I shared to come back. I don't. I don't understand. Like, we're not all in law enforcement for a reason. We have to be careful. Our words are powerful. Like, look, I could um cover something that could make my channel grow a bunch tomorrow, and then my words could, even right now, take a clip of something that I say, and it could harm a case if I didn't do it right. That's why I don't get as into true crime as I might under different circumstances. Now, I am going to cover something. I just have to keep looking into it a little bit, something that's going on right now, but I'm going to be extremely careful. I'm never going to be like Sloppy Molly and them, and I don't want to be this big tragedy pimp, you know. I'll keep up with like the court and stuff that's going on. I don't know when everybody became a fucking cop and a fucking uh an examiner,
They
a
think the
medical
cops are
examiner.
corrupt. They think the
Oh my
cops are.
god.
They think that they know better. They could do better than the cops. If you all really could do better than the cops, why aren't you cops? If we need better cops, why aren't you out there doing that? Why don't you
Right.
spend time and go to cop school where you can actually make a difference instead of playing pretend investigators on YouTube? You all are doing nothing but harming the case. And I mean
Exactly.
the most lovingly way I can say it. I'm not saying it in a way to attack anybody or be shady. I mean that, like, from the bottom of my heart. You are harming the case.
Yes, you are. And I don't even know that people, I think people start out with good intentions and they get down these rabbit holes. And what, okay, so take this justice for Vaughn shit that's done.
Yes.
MGL's in trouble. There's actual police reports at this point. She could be in big trouble. And on top of that, what is justice for Vaughn? Can anybody tell me what even is justice for Vaughn? Like, what are we looking for here? Because I don't fucking get it. Like,
A
I
whole
don't
campaign
know.
used to raise money,
Mm-hmm.
hand over fist, justice for somebody that attempted suicide and is in a coma right now. Justice for that person.
Yeah, because I know, look, I love true crime. That's where I came from, and I love to talk about it. But if it ever makes me feel like something I could say would mess it up, I would back out. Just like the Harmony stuff. I mean, the mom's good, like one of her best friends came on my panel, and I had communications with her, and she was very, very sweet, and she got me in contact with other people. I can't do it. What is it really worth fucking a case up for a fucking few extra subs and a little bit of money? Because for me, I couldn't sleep at night. Like
You
that's
really want justice. That's the difference. You really care about justice. You really want the best when it comes to justice, not hashtag justice for this person when you're interfering in the case, muddying the waters, making everything so confusing that they couldn't fit. Like, at least in the Summer Wells case, like most things that really happened were kind of kept a little bit precise. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
crazy shit happened and it went too far, real life and all that stuff. But it wasn't this. This is like there's no facts. It's
Right.
factless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
What's on
mom gave
YouTube
him
is
up, Nana.
crazy.
Exactly. It is because the mom had given him up. She had a fucking ride with the fucking dad, okay? Like it wasn't good enough. I don't know. What is justice for Vaughn? And then Charlie Man said, "True crime sounds fun. I might take a stab at it." Oh my god.
You would say that, Charlie.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's why I prefer cases that have come to a close, or I am going to follow a trial that's coming up, and I have some stuff planned, but you're never going to get the amount of digging that other places will do. You're never going to get that from me. I might not be your style. Like I'm just saying, because I'll dig into a case after it's been solved. Like I'll dig in hardcore. I can fucking deep dive like nobody's business, but I will not do it on a pending investigation or pending trial where it could fuck shit up. I'm not gonna call the neighbor's brother, sister's uncle on the phone, like blind call them, where they don't even know they're live, telling me stories from 20 years ago like that fucking matters right now. I'm never gonna do that shit. Like I'm just not. And um that's part of I don't know. Like MGL, Laura, um all of those people, there's more than just them. There's just who that came to mind. But do they know how bad they could be fucking shit up right now? Like, look at the Cash case. I mean, look what they did. They made that kid a murderer, and he wasn't. Like, he wasn't. He was just fucking a bad. I mean, yeah, of course he had some bad stuff, but he wasn't a murderer, and they made him a murderer. Like,
Well, that's like Vaughn. Like, that's not a true crime case at all. But they turned that into a whole murder, slandered the fuck out of the wife,
which the wife,
and
yeah, she has
raised
flaws, but I mean,
money on his behalf while he's laid up in a coma, using his face, a picture of his face while live, to flash up and cry about to get money for somebody that wasn't even allowed to be by his own choice to be a part of his life. And it
yeah.
wasn't even a fucking case to begin with.
Right. I shared something. I know Starlight has shared it. I think Randy might have shared it early on. I don't remember who all shared it, but it was a recording of him talking about how toxic him and his mom's relationship was, right?
Yes.
And that he didn't want nothing to do with her. She had given him up and he had a lot of feelings about it. They totally overlooked that because Molly's making $1,000 a month. Why the fuck should she care? Not that it matters what that guy's wishes were, and that yeah, the wife was problematic too, but she was the one. She is the wife. Like it's up to her, no matter if we agree with it or not. Everybody's dipping and dabbing in everybody's real life, not even giving a fuck what the consequences are, and I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I just
Um.
don't know. Okay, besides money, because clearly that's the motivation, but besides money, why would you, as a true crime channel, choose to believe something that is 10 times less likely than the actual story of what happened with
Because
Vaughn?
it's mm,
Because they
you
don't
know
have a chance
why.
otherwise. Why do they keep finding? You know what it is? I think it's because there hasn't been a whole lot of like national cash cows, as she calls them. You know, Molly said Summer Wells is the cash cow. There hasn't been a lot of like actual missing and murdered people that's been national cases. So
Hmm.
she doesn't have a cash cow. So they have to make it up out of cases that aren't even cases. They're not even
Yeah,
true
and
crime.
you know people are going to end up like you know what's going to happen, right? It's people are going to start getting sued. Like you can't just
It has
go.
to. No
Uh,
other way. Like something has to happen.
yeah, it's craziness. Hold on.
At the very least, why didn't they just put all that money in a pot for Vaughn when he wakes up?
Because I wouldn't have gotten MGL's son a um you know a
That
fucking car, and
that's
it
true.
wouldn't have gotten her 50,000 sub 40,000 subs, whatever it got her. Like I get that when you come to YouTube you obviously your channel, and I don't see anything wrong with it if you're doing it the right way, but all these people doing the most ruining cases, Summer Wells is never going to get justice, and I do believe it's because of a lot of the people that they clung onto that case and made it something it wasn't, and interviewed the parents publicly, probably ruined any chance of justice. And like that baby's never going to probably get justice now because of
True
all
crime's
of
never
that.
going to YouTube again. Ever
Mm-mm.
since that case, then we had Gabby Petito. Chris, was true crime ever any different than that though? Because before that was Chris.
Well, okay, before there was these little areas of YouTube, sure, because like, all right, you're talking like Bailey Sarian. I don't
No,
really care
yes.
for
I
Stephanie Harlow.
mean in
Those
this.
right, but then when they
Yeah,
sub,
it can be done. Stephanie Harlow, like she does great, and she doesn't cover any new cases really.
right, it's
Bailey doesn't. You
I
know,
love
they can
Bailey.
do it. But the problem is that people like Laura and Molly, they don't know how to have a true crime channel and get attention without exploiting it and being sensationalizing and put themselves in the middle of the fucking thing and fuck it all up. They don't know how
Yeah.
to just have a true crime channel at all.
No, because like that is like I loved the true crime area before them. Like the one I mean,
Yes.
I'll even say John Crimes doesn't cover it like them, and I don't you know how I feel about John Crimes, okay? But at least do what this new stuff like, and they've tried it with the Watts, but I feel like more people like more people had, I don't know, common sense, less time on their hand, and people really put their foot down and still kind of stood for what was right a little bit. But after Summer Wells it just went completely and utterly insane. Why are we making these rabbit holes? Isn't any stuff seems weird all the time that isn't fucking weird. Like I don't know, it's a whole mess. I'll never be them,
Imagine if
never.
you lived your life that way, and maybe they do in real life. Like if you
They
look
probably
outside
do.
and you're like, oh my God, that neighbor has a blue light on their porch and that neighbor has a blue light on their porch. They're in a pedo ring together. You know
Right,
what I
they're
mean?
yeah, like they
What
probably
the
do. They're
fuck?
like, oh, that got that light over there. They have their Christmas lights on blinking, and so do they. They're probably Pizza Gate to them
Yes. They're
too. Like
eating babies with the
seriously,
queen.
like yes, I can't. So yeah, I'll never be that.
I
Like
have
I'm never
something to
going to
say.
do that. Yep.
It's very important. I bought pumpkin spice Oreos and they are fucking amazing. They taste like pumpkin pie.
You're such a basic white girl.
They are so good. Like
Night
fucking
radar.
fight me for them. They're so good. Okay, that's all I needed to say.
Well,
That was
my
my
daughter likes them
important
too. Yeah, my
I've
daughter
never
likes
seen
them
them
too.
before. I've only
Did
seen like the Halloween ones. I've never seen fall flavored cookies, but they're so good.
yeah, if you look for there's like these little Debbie's that are pumpkin rolls or whatever, and they
Oh, I
were like
love those. Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I love pumpkin flavored like cake, like pumpkin pie, pumpkin everything else, pumpkin bread, pumpkin rolls, pumpkin all that. But pumpkin coffee, I don't like at all. Like,
Even yeah, I'm
yeah.
not I get excited for like the vanilla flavors and stuff they come out with.
Yes.
I love French vanilla. Yeah, I'm not far behind your radar. We've already been on for like 2.5 hours, but um, make sure you guys go finish watching. Hold on, I'm gonna get it for you guys. The Popcorn Planet.
I'm so glad you did that, Popcorn Planet. I know you'll never see this, but I am so glad you did that. At least, even if she was fucking guilty, I'm glad you did it. I know she's
Yeah,
not. There's nothing about her that's guilty, but even if she was, because in America, she deserves to have her side said too.
right. Yes, I'm so glad too. Like, I think that people forget that people innocent until proven guilty, and not the other way around. And I think that people forget that we don't go eye for an eye here. Let the cops do their job, even if you think they're corrupt. There's not every cop is corrupt. Like, I just don't. I don't like where it's at right now. It's really turning me off to anything crime, and it's hard to cover stuff.
If we were out here like connecting all these dots together that did not go together at all, I could see how in your cognitive dissonance you couldn't stand to hear the other side, because it's going to crumble your thought thoughts about it. There's no way around it. So it'd be easier just to be like, don't let that bitch speak.
Yeah,
No, why
fuck
don't you
her. She's guilty. Like,
yeah, why don't you let that person speak and listen to what they're saying? What are you scared of?
right. What happened to like, okay, because like, all right, you're gonna make fun of me. My mom used to watch Matlock and stuff, and I was an only child before she adopted my sister, so I'd watch it with her when I was way too young. And they always wanted the fucking bad guy to talk because they talk themselves into a corner. They can't help it every time, right? Um,
Yes.
like all the shows I watch, Cops, all the shit that we probably shouldn't be watching, right? But now it's like they want to
Cops is the
shut
best.
people down. I know. I love all
It,
that
it's
shit. I'm
because,
such a weirdo.
yeah, like, but it's because when you're watching with an open mind, which these are the kind of people that swear they have an open mind, but they absolutely do not have an open mind at all. But if they were to watch with an open mind, and even when they're watching with their closed mind, I think they can see clearly that Xana May comes off as someone that does not seem guilty of anything. And that has to be a little bit painful when they're trying to hold the stance that she has
That
something to
she,
do with the
yeah.
murder of a child, a minor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they have I don't know. I think Ryan's ego is so blown up because everybody's yes spamming him. I think Laura's got that problem too because she's got a lot of new people that have no idea her history. Like they
Yep.
just don't. And now all of our OGs are basically out. They're gone. They're gone. So I
Oh,
think that
those
like
guys
you
around
know,
him see good. They seem like they really care for him, but you're so right about that, because I wish that the problem is I think they all believe it. Like, I think they do. They all are dot connectors, and there's
yes.
nobody that gets to stay that doesn't have an open mind, quote unquote. So he's surrounded by people that see things in smoke that isn't there at all.
See,
Even the
I can't
mama.
be like that. Yeah, right. The mom is totally, ugh. But and I used to love his mom so much. I'm just so disappointed. Um, I think that I don't know. I don't understand all these people that have to have yes because I need someone that's gonna tell me like you're probably being a little bit of an asshole. That's stupid. That's dumb. Like, what are you doing? That doesn't even make sense. Or even nicely, like, what about seeing it this way? Anything. I don't understand that everybody that's surrounded by yes people, it just doesn't go well. And it's fucking shit up. Like,
This is exactly
Laura.
how it goes. This is the epitome, a perfect example of how it goes if you don't. And if you're
Exactly.
ever going to, even if they were completely right, to get to a point where you could even hold an opinion that's even halfway decent about something, you have to try to see both sides, and also have somebody that would push back against you if you were being crazy about it. If you don't have that or that person at all, it's impossible to get to an opinion that's
Yeah, like
not
you like
crazy.
okay, because what a lot of times is you need balance. Like you
Balance.
need
Oh
both
my
sides.
god.
There's not balance.
Yes,
I love you, Lanky Tour. There's not balance anymore, and it's just
that is best word you could have said right
it,
there.
it's really discouraging too because it makes you. I want to cover some things that are coming up with true crime, but I'm never gonna. I just can't. I won't be them, and it's discouraging. Like because they're gonna go dig into relatives they didn't even know people had. You know, like it's just what it is, and I'm not gonna do all that. I think it's
They dig
gross.
into people that aren't even connected. They've doxed people that aren't even the person over and over and over.
Hmm.
I mean, the dots that they're connecting aren't that they're loose. I mean, I'm talking about loose, like not even connected at all. There's no slither of anything, and they're connecting them and getting people doxed and shit that don't even have anything to do with the people they're trying to say are guilty of shit. It's
Hmm.
it's so dangerous.
It's hard. It is. It's dangerous. It makes me not even want to follow like true crime and all that. And I love it. Like everyone knows I love that kind of stuff. I can't even follow it anymore because it makes me sick. I'm just like, how the fuck did we get to this spot? You know?
I don't know how it goes
Um,
back either. Like how is it even going to
no,
be fixed?
it's
Because
not. It's not.
this case is the amount of misinformation, and I fucking hate that word to be honest with you, because I think that most people are smart enough to see any information and decipher it and look, see if it's true or not. But there's no facts. There's only misinformation for the most part, and it's very likely not even a crime. It's absurd. I don't know how we got here, and I don't know how it's ever going to be fixed because it is.
It's not. It's not. And that's sad. But I'm just being real. It's not going to be fixed. It's always.
I think right.
It's and it's disgusting, right? Like, I don't know. It is disheartening. It makes me not even like to follow shit. I used to love a good rabbit hole. Now I'm just like, because it's just why? So you can get fed a bunch of bullshit, then you do your own research, find out that ain't even true. I don't know. It's fucking
But at
bullshit.
least usually when things are like that, like you just said, like you hear something, you're like, oh my god, really? And then you go and look into it, and you're like, oh, it's still feasible. You can see how they got to that conclusion or whatever, or how they came up with it. This is like straight up lies
Yeah,
from the
that's
pits
true.
of hell. Not
Yeah,
even
nothing close. Yeah.
connected. You can't even fathom how they're putting it together.
You have no clue. You're just like, what the hell? Wait, how did we get
It's
there
like,
from there?
yeah, closing your eyes and just picking two things out of the universe and sticking them together like they go together.
Hmm. It's fucking wild. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna make a video of stuff, the thing that I'm gonna be covering soon. And just know though, when you watch me, I'm not digging in the same way other people are. I mean, I might share some posts from the Facebook groups and stuff and say, what do you guys think? But I'm never digging in that way. So might not be, a lot of people like that digging stuff. I just don't. You got to remember, people are human beings, and even if we hate the bitch that the mom or the dad or whatever, they're still owed that there's still process, and that's what's missing now. Like nobody has due process. Everybody's just makes their mind up, and that person's guilty. And if it comes out that somebody else is guilty, they don't even believe it. They won't. They'll be like, no, no, because they already have their mind made up. So
YouTube is not to solve crimes. And I know
no,
that things did happen in past cases that led to certain discoveries, which was really out of the ordinary in divine intervention, I think, but it was the exception to the rule. We aren't here to solve anything. Like, you're on
no.
YouTube entertaining people that are watching you for entertainment. We're not detectives solving cases. There are people for that.
Yeah, there are actual people for that. People that work lives to get there. Let them fucking handle
Yes.
it. And hell, if it comes out that they get it wrong, guess what? You can. That's the good thing about America is a lot of times there's retrials, all that. I just I don't know. It's really sad to see what it's become. Honestly.
I I'll just be
Night,
honest.
Nana.
Good night, Nana. I would rather see somebody not go to jail for something they did than somebody go to jail for something they didn't do.
Yeah, it's the worst. It is worse because it's hard. I mean, oh, it's a hard process. Like to get it like reversed for sure.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's the
yeah,
government. The government is locking you up for a crime. At least you want to have to, the bare minimum of your rights is that you did that thing. And it's way worse to be locked up for something you didn't do in a free country than to get away with something that you did do.
yeah, yeah. It is.
It's not good. I mean, I want justice, of course. I'm just saying, like,
No, I get. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
worse.
Yeah, and the amount of like I don't know. I don't know. The speculation's cool, whatever. I don't ever mind the speculation. I think people take it way too far, obviously, but we're past that now. We're to a spot where the good thing to make a suspect out of the fucking neighbor so you have something to talk about in your fucking channel later. Like that actually they probably never even had a conversation with their neighbor. You know, like that's where we're at. I'm not even like it's mind-blowing. So
Yeah, they're going to turn every single case they can get their hands on into foul play, even if it's not, just to get your all's money in their hands. And
yep.
people fall for it. Like, I've never seen people eat shit up like that. Like, it's
Mm-mm.
crazy.
It's gross. It really is. It's a sight to see for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
get ready to go.
if the one we cover is already to trial, then it's not as bad. You know,
Yeah,
there's
it's
not as high of a chance for something to happen
hold
to
on, let me
affect it
see if
or
I
anything like that.
hold on, let me see if I can't find like a little video on it. It's pop I mean it's not it's hold on. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second, guys. You know my computer's been all weird all night. Oh, I'm on my laptop. I'm like, why is it being weird? But you know what? I'm on my laptop.
Yeah,
So
mine
that's
just kicked
why.
me off. It was like, you're done. It just shut down. Black screen.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. So and I'll just share a little tiny video. Hold on. Yep, because there was just an indictment with it. All right, hold on. I'm getting it, guys. My computer is very, very slow. I was like, why is it being so slow and weird? But that is why, because I'm on my laptop. That's why I never use it. But my computer needs updates. But I'm gonna stay up and do them actually before I go to bed, so they can be ready for Saturday. All right, here we go.
Oh, is this about the case?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me turn this off because that's annoying. Okay.
A mother is behind bars charged with neglect stemming from the disappearance of her infant daughter. Amaya Robertson was reported missing by family members in March of 2019. It's a story our team has covered from the very beginning, and tonight our Vic Reichert is breaking down the legal aspects of this case. But first, our Caitlin Kendall is hearing from family members about the recent developments.
As far as I'm concerned, she's about as innocent as could be.
This is Ryan Morris, the current boyfriend of Amber Robertson. The two also have a child together.
She's a really good mother. She takes care of her kids. I've never once seen her raise a hand at her kids. I've never seen her yell at her kids.
But Robertson is behind bars, charged with 4 counts of neglect after a grand jury indictment in connection to the disappearance of her then 8-month-old daughter, Amaya.
This case was a monster in terms of the number of witnesses, the amount of evidence, the complexity of the case involved.
Both Robertson and Robert Lyons, the then boyfriend, are facing criminal charges. Court documents from last week's grand jury indictment detail the 4 counts of neglect, alleging Robertson and Lyons cruelly confined Amaya and or deprived her of necessary support and deprived her of necessary food, water, or sanitary facilities. Robertson's father, the grandpa of Amaya, spoke to WRT.
How do you neglect a little baby like that? Like, oh, God
Did
dang it.
she die or did
Night,
they say
Jules.
she's
Night,
missing?
Jules. Missing.
Oh, so they neglected her and she's missing? What? That's
Quote,
all.
maybe we can find.
Hold on, I'm going to push play. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
Finally get some true answers as to what happened to my granddaughter.
I'm still a bit shocked, still, because it's been a long time coming.
Sierra Burks, a family friend, has been following the case since the beginning. Amaya was 8 months old when she was reported missing in March of 2019. She had last been seen alive a week earlier with Lyons at a home on South Holmes Avenue. And that's when Amber Robertson made this plea.
Robert took what he knew meant the most to me, and that was one of my children.
A week later, IMPD said they were investigating Amaya's disappearance as a homicide. 3 years later, and baby Amaya has still not been found. But Morris says Amber talks about Amaya, throws birthday parties for her, adding she
So sorry. I had to get a drink. But yeah, the baby's missing, and it's been, like I said, 3 years, and there's been new indictments and everything come out this week. It's getting ready to get big.
This is pitiful.
It is. I just don't know how that that kind of neglect is even possible with an infant, and how the fuck does an infant go? I mean, I know infants do get kidnapped and stuff. I do understand that. I know stuff happens that it is a coincidence, but with oh God.
I wonder how they
Yeah.
knew he was so neglected before enough to
I'm
charge him.
reading through. Yeah, I'm reading through all this. I've been getting sent a lot of stuff. I'm reading through the Facebook groups, but you got to be careful with those groups. Yeah, feed into the speculation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go through the papers for the indictments and everything. I'll send them to you too. I got to
still
download them on my computer.
often has breakdowns thinking about her.
She said that she had missed her kid. She hopes to see her soon. She hopes she's okay. She loves her. She misses her. And mommy just wants her home.
Morris says he tries to comfort her. She says she can't talk about some things because her attorney has advised her not to.
I understand that there's no body, but it would be nice to see them being charged with more.
When asked if a murder charge was pursued, Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears reiterated that the actual specifics of what was presented to the grand jury couldn't be released, but there were 2 no bills, meaning there were 2 charges that had to be dropped.
With this grand jury indictment, and we hope that we can give baby Amaya justice.
Working for you, Caitlin Kindle, WRTV.
Joining us now in studio is WRTV's Vic Riker. Vic, you are a longtime journalist here in the Indianapolis area, so you have a lot of insight on this particular case regarding Amaya. So looking at what the prosecutor just announced, what are your thoughts on specifically using a grand jury in this situation?
Yes, so grand juries aren't used in a lot of cases, but usually it's when a case is really complicated or the evidence is sort of conflicting and the prosecutor today at his press conference said this was a very complicated case with a lot of evidence. And so they use the grand jury to sort of present what they can, sift through it, and then ask the grand jury whether or not there's enough charges to file. In this case, they found enough to file felony neglect of a dependent causing serious bodily injury. And I think the point that this is a serious bodily injury case is important because it tells us that there's evidence that has not been released yet, that the public doesn't know. Evidence, and it could be anything. It could be blood. It could be a statement from a witness. It could be a statement from one of the parties that they've indicted.
Sure.
Something that we don't know about yet leads them to believe that baby Amaya suffered some kind of serious bodily injury that the indictment had.
Well, and that could lead to as much as 16 years behind bars with that charge, right?
That is. And in a case like this, I think the hope from prosecutors is they will get close to 16 years because, you know, the evidence is that you have an 8-month-old baby who disappeared.
Still not found.
Still not found. Still no body. So police and prosecutors are convinced, you know, baby Amaya is dead. Because an 8-month-old, like I think it was a police chief today in this press conference said, you know, this child didn't get up and walk away. So they know something horrible happened, and they believe that she is gone. And yeah, so that's what we have. So they're going to hopefully use that to persuade a judge to say this is a case that deserves a maximum.
Now I understand. He answered my question. So we don't know what that evidence is that they have that is
No.
proven that it felony neglect, and also they could be charging her with murder, and we don't know it yet.
Yeah, and a lot of times they look for people to flip on people in these cases, like maybe charge somebody with
Yes.
something that they don't necessarily think was guilty, but they want to scare them into, flipping. So I actually have the press conference and all that to share sometime soon. And I just want to follow this case. It's so sad. 8 months old. Like, look at that baby. I just, it's so sad. But I do want to see them get so.
Adorable.
Yeah, and it's not as big of a case as you would think yet, but it's starting to gain more traction now that things are happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. All
Ugh.
right. Well, thank you guys all for hanging out. That was really sad, but I will share the press conference. I don't know. I might do that in a video though, honestly, because I'll just take out like the dead air and all that stuff that's in them. It's really sad. Exactly, Lanky. That's my point. Speculation's one thing, like to think, oh, I think the mom did it. That's one thing, but just to like start blaming random people that have nothing to do with it, that's where my problem comes in. And you do need to stick to a little bit of facts or fact-based, something that backs up the evidence, like because you just pointing fingers is not good. So thank you guys.
No. And the speculation that's going on right now would be like us watching that video and me being like, "Oh, I think you did it."
Exactly.
Like
Like I
somebody
think
on YouTube.
I think the news anchor did it. Like, I mean, that's how
Right.
absurd it all is. All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll
Good
see you
night,
guys
guys.
Saturday. Night, guys.
Bye. See you later.